Something light. You feel me?
Hey, you gotta shout out Kumo, man.
All right.
Kumo
Kumo
made a lot of those beats.
Producer, beat production.
Hold your applause.
Keep that shit. Keep it down, baby. Keep it down. Well, welcome to the sixth. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth, sixth show, baby. You know how we doing it. We keeping it moving, keeping it forward. All right. We would have been doing this on the Juneteenth, but you know, things happen now. So, brothers, we invited all the white people to join us. So we decided to do it in July, you know, the 4th, because that's white people's celebration. That ain't got nothing to do with brothers. But go ahead. What's up,
We
Jerry?
just like the day off.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to work yesterday, bro.
Right?
Yeah, I be working. I was on the bar shucking corn and shit.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was off.
On Independence Day, though?
Yeah, bro. Ain't no independence for us.
No,
free,
they
nigga.
independently working.
They just let white girls vote. Think they gonna see we free?
So
But anyway, go ahead, bro.
we are here for the 6th episode.
Six.
The 6th episode. We're gonna go around the table real quick though. We're gonna start out with
Dang, oh man.
You know.
We're doing introductions, right?
you know.
It's a little something slight, something light. It's BonafYde, your neighborhood BonafYde, on your grandma, on your auntie, on your stepmama. You know what it is. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Go ahead. Break it in. Go ahead.
BonafYde on the light, nigga. Watch out. Big dick dangler.
I'm about to switch my seat, bro.
Oh, is it hitting you? My fault. Let me adjust myself. What's up? Am I next?
Yes.
Yeah, you next, dog.
I'm sorry.
One in order, fam.
I'm on CP time. My fault. Valentine on the line. What's up, babies? How y'all living out there? Living large, hopefully. I'm living large, spinning records. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Holla. What's up?
What's going on, y'all? Yes, sir. It's your boy Kumo in the building amongst my brothers once again. You know, I'm a bit under the weather, but I still decided to come out here and rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, world?
Look here.
I ain't talking about movie for me.
Nah, we good. We with you.
All right.
You already know who this is.
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
It's Jay in the motherfucking house, nigga. Shit. So welcome to the 6th episode. We're gonna keep it light tonight, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun with y'all. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane.
Oh,
Actually, some of these eras though, we're gonna go through the eras. You know, we're gonna go through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
2000.
We're gonna touch slightly on these eras. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of it, we got, you know, a little something for y'all.
Yeah, a little something.
So this is how I want to start it. You know what I'm saying?
let's go.
Because I already know my favorite era is, but I'm gonna save that to the very
Yeah,
end.
save that.
I
Save
want
that.
y'all to think about
Save
it,
that.
too.
Save that.
Out of the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
Hey,
the
be
early
honest. Some of these motherfuckers wasn't even born.
Who's born in the
I
70s
wasn't
and the
either,
70s?
but
Yeah, but you know you and his historian.
you're the only one born in the 70s. Shit.
Damn, what about the 80s?
I'm be doing a lot of learning tonight.
80s.
Oh, goddamn. You
90s?
I'm a '90s baby. Stop
Oh,
playing with me.
shit.
What's up?
Damn,
What the fuck
yo.
is wrong with y'all?
We fucked up. We should have sat in kind of chronological order.
Chronological?
Nah,
Nah, nigga. Don't do that.
All right, go ahead, nigga.
So I want y'all to think about that. All right, we want y'all to think about what y'all favorite era is, because we're gonna ask y'all at the end of the show.
Yeah.
What y'all think? But anyway, it's how I want to do it.
Go ahead.
I want to start with the 70s. All
Uh-huh.
right, I have a little thing for the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The 70s to me, it was just the style, the vibe was just different.
It was
man.
colorful.
It was pimp. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
pimp,
yeah,
you
it was
know?
player.
Like,
The 70s was player.
Yeah. Think about it. They didn't really have no CP, no political correct shit.
Mhm.
It was just
The 70s was
motherfuckers being motherfuckers.
yeah. The
bro.
70s was player.
70s
Yeah.
is actually the only time I've ever heard a white dude on a movie say nigga.
Oh shit.
Think about it. Imagine some white dude. The only one that said it in today's world is John Stewart from the Daily Show. He said nigga please. And that was
He
the
did?
only time I ever heard a white dude say nigga on TV, except for back in the 70s.
I think I gotta go log that and see.
Yeah,
what
bro. Google
white
that shit.
people
You know,
said
Valentine's smart.
nigga.
No way.
I got movies on memory, nigga. I'm telling you. But you know, that was a good era for as far as music and film, and I personally just think it was more free.
I
You
agree.
speak freely. You know, come on, bro. Because today, imagine in the future when we can't even, what we're gonna be, you're gonna get arrested for saying some stupid shit. Think about it. Think about it though. You can't even, white dude say nigga right now anywhere, he gonna get rushed, beat up, or some shit, or politically shunned, or his words are fucking strong. That's why I like the 70s, bro, because it was a more free in time. You know?
Yeah, cocaine. That booger sugar on your ass. That get your ass wired.
No, but the 70s, you ever notice them ugly shag carpets?
Hell yeah. That no pawn store shag carpet.
Man. Like you can see a picture of like your grandparents or your parents back in the 70s. And if they're in a house, you're gonna see exactly that.
Or you see them bell bottoms and the platforms.
Oh man.
The bell bottoms and the platforms, stepping heavy.
You know what about those carpets though? Them shits was comfortable as fuck.
They were.
Yeah, they felt good.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Were you talking about taking a nap?
What?
Hey, bro.
All right.
You know, the islands and the other countries you visit, it's kind of like they stuck in time. They're behind us.
Yeah, they're behind.
Right.
Even when you drive up too far south, before you get to the north in America, I'm like, what the fuck is the 70s bathroom doing here? You know what I'm saying? They still, some eras are stuck, and you run into a shag carpet, nigga,
That's a fact.
I'm like, I'm not sure if this is a bitch or the carpet, but that's the 70s.
You know that's what I loved about the 70s.
What's
though?
that?
Like,
Go ahead.
The TV shows.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
seriously.
yeah.
I
Come
still
on
watch
now.
that
Come on with it. Come on with
Some
it.
of these motherfuckers.
Hold on, before you continue, I gotta cut you off, bro. So when we're talking about TV shows from the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So what is it that comes to mind when you see me do this? I got the bowl in my hand, I drop it, and I'm like,
Damn.
Good times. Good times.
Good times. Good times.
one of the best shows ever.
I mean,
Sanford is hidden.
Sanford and
all
Son,
those songs.
the Jefferson.
Hey, go back and watch all those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just watch the intros, man.
Hey, the music too.
The music.
You know what?
Oh,
I think about when I think about 70s shows, even if you trickle into the 80s, because some of them cross over. You know what I'm saying?
They do. Yeah.
If you think about it, mothers and fathers, if you today, y'all young motherfuckers that don't know this, if you want to teach your children something, let them watch them 70s shows.
Yep.
Because there was always a motherfucking message at the end of every show.
Yeah, that's a
Feel
fact.
me?
Yep.
And I want to
Good
go ahead and make
times,
clear as
all
well.
that.
I want to go ahead and make clear as well that a lot of people, they think when it comes to mind to like black shows from back then that the Bill Cosby show set the standard. No, actually it wasn't. It was actually the Jeffersons.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They were the ones that were already up. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
living in a deluxe apartment. You understand?
And you gotta think about it though. That's one of the only shows that really mixed up, except for like the day you got Cedric. We talked about this earlier. The Cedric Entertainment. He got this new show called Neighbors, and he fucks with white people in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the Jeffersons. You just Cedric smart. He's a smart motherfucker. I give him credit.
Right.
That's why I like that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He not my favorite, but he's one of the top.
Yeah.
But it's like back in Jeffersons. Think about it. Even with Archie Bunker, dog.
Oh man.
You go back to when Archie Bunker met Jefferson.
Bigot.
He was like. And then George Jefferson was ripping that cracker up, bro. I was like, God damn. I like watching that shit with my girl's father because he's an old white dude. You know, he's from that era, right? And I'll sit down and be like, no, we're going to watch All in the Family. I know what episode. I know what I'm about to make him watch. I'm going to see what he goes. And I'll look at it and I go, think about that, huh?
He was racist, but you couldn't help but love him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was always saying
but you
some
know what?
witty
He was
shit.
smart. He was smart. Archie Bunker and all of them. And then think about Archie Bunker went to I hate to. No, it actually was the 70s too. It might have touched the 80s when Archie Bunker did that show. In the Heat of the Night.
I remember that.
I didn't even think that was Archie Bunker, bro.
Yeah, that was.
And he had the blackest black dude you could have on TV. Google that shit. Anybody that
I know exactly who he's talking about. It's just the name doesn't come to mind.
I did the same thing, bro. Because I was like,
he had that lopsided fade.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had the big eyes. Look like you push him out. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Jay, see, I'm learning a lot of shit right now, dog. You feel me? I'm learning so much
I'll show
shit.
you after the show.
All right.
I think Archie Bunker was like, oh, them old racist.
I know about All in the Family, though.
Was one of the first ones in the 70s to say, you know what? Black family, I'm going to bring you in.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that was a crossover show. You feel me? That made, look, the Jeffersons, we would have never known the Jeffersons if it wasn't for Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Think about it. He was the one that went, no. That's why they keep bringing it back. You know, they bring it back every once in a while. That's like the main show in all actuality that started the black show thing. The Good Times came after that. You know, all that shit spun off of
Great
the
shows,
Jeffersons.
man.
Yeah.
Great shows.
And I mean, Come on, man. The Jeffersons, you can't beat it. They was cracking on each other, bro.
Hell yeah.
Remember that motherfucking name?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, fun fact, Lenny Kravitz's mom was on that, by the way.
Yeah,
the one that was married to the white dude.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Them jokes was crazy on the Jeffersons.
I can't believe they got away with some of them shits.
You can't do that.
But that was the time. But that was the time though. It was
free, like you said.
You were free, and you were allowed to keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
About the future, bro. That's what makes me go, man. What are these kids gonna have? Because they have the world.
Nigga, subtitles. You gonna have to read it.
They don't have. Yeah, they're gonna be like, no, that show's illegal. That show's been banned. Right. Said nigger. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, hey man, because the white dude I was talking about in the 70s that said he was fucking Jeff something. I'll think about it. But he said that's why I remember it. He said, listen, some black person asked him about the NAACP.
Yeah.
Right? I even printed a shirt on it. I went, goddamn, I'm getting that shirt.
Yeah.
I made a shirt. I walked into the club when I did the hot body contest. That's a fresh shirt. It said NAACP. Niggas ain't always colored people. And he said that shit.
Yeah.
I said, wow, leave it to a cracker to give a message that makes you go, goddamn. Because I know black people, brothers, like I consider us.
Hold up.
No. I consider us.
Hey, he blitzing. He blitzing, dog.
Black people? No. There's black
go
people.
ahead, talk it. I know what you're saying.
Niggas.
I know what you're saying.
Black people hate niggas too. You hate niggas. You know you do. The niggas is one that come out here and rob your house and shit and fuck with you. We hate all. So for him to say that made me go, that cracker did it.
You're right.
Think about it. That's it. Just like Archie Bunker. He did it too. People look at Archie Bunker like, I ain't watching that old racist show. No, you should watch it. Because he's one of the ones that made you be able to laugh at Jeffersons, Good Time, even today's shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel on the 80s. I'm in the 70s, right? For
sure.
But speaking of the 70s, I want to touch on the Good Times, bro.
Yes.
Because for me, dog, Good Times, man, like that show, I think that show was ahead of its time for a couple reasons.
Yes,
for the main reason for me is like it didn't glorify the hood. You know what I'm saying? It didn't glorify being in the hood. It showed you the struggles of.
They spoke like regular people.
Right. They spoke like regular people.
Like niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like, Mom, I'm going to go outside and play.
Exactly.
I was like, hey, bro.
Yes and no, because JJ.
They had to have comedic relief. They had to have comedic relief.
Right.
But I mean, it was a place for all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else was articulate, but JJ is like, that's why a lot of people behind the scenes didn't really fuck with him like that. They didn't fuck with his character. You know what I mean?
JJ was
I
a
can
goof,
see
yeah.
why it is that they said that, but at the same time, it's like he really paved the way for like, Steve Urkel's, Fresh Prince. You know what I mean?
But you gotta break the seriousness with the humor, though.
Like white people.
Yeah, you gotta break. But for real though.
As far as like the character.
But no, for real though, you gotta break the seriousness with the humor because if it wasn't for JJ, like that show would have been really dark. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, like the morality of it, like they were still trying to get their education and they were trying to get ahead. You feel me? And then they just kept getting knocked down. But they had the family together.
Happy, bro. They still stay positive.
Right. They kept the black family together. You feel me? And a lot of shows, it's like you got the mom there, the dad's not there. Or it's like always that negative connotation.
Same
yeah, like it's always that negative connotation surrounding our community. So like Good Times to me was like,
yeah, bro.
Like damn,
Make
you
your
feel
kids
me?
Watch it. I'm telling you.
Oh my God, let me tell you, man. I cried like a baby when I saw James died.
Oh.
I didn't know how to handle it, bro.
Nigga,
like,
you should have said spoiler because some niggas ain't seen Good Times.
Nah,
man,
watch
some niggas ain't seen Good
Times. More than
It's
40 years
from
ago.
the 70s.
So wait, nigga, hold on.
You can spoil the 70s.
Hold on.
More than 40 years ago.
I don't care.
Decades
I don't
ago,
care.
Fuck all that.
So
Well,
now
now
you
you know.
see Good Times.
Right, you
I
right.
even know that.
They don't
JJ.
understand the damn yet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They don't get it.
Okay.
Watch it, though.
Dynamite.
Yeah,
They get all that
They
yet.
don't get the dynamite.
Exactly.
Hey, but
shit.
all of us know that the brother ain't gonna make it through the movie. He always dies first.
At least Jazz had some seasons.
Yeah,
He had some seasons, man, before he went out. You feel me?
I love that when they in new movies they bring back them old characters.
Yeah.
Like when they brought James Evans into I can't remember that funny ass
that
stripper
one
movie.
I forgot what you
Hey,
talking
they
about.
said, everybody tell you look like the father from Good Times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Players
what
Club. Players
was
Club.
that?
Players
Players
Club.
Players
They
Club.
filmed that shit right here in Hollywood, in Margate. You know that?
No way.
Yeah,
Nah, for real?
Players Club.
shit.
It is off of Hammondville and Atlantic.
No way.
That I think I don't know what the name of the fucking club is. I forgot.
No way.
But they filmed that movie there, bro.
No way. That's
No
one of my
way.
favorite movies, man.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
All right,
We'll get to that when we talk about
let's
Atlantic.
get back to the
Go ahead.
70s. All right,
Go
so
ahead.
another thing I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
It's another reason why it's one of my favorites, man. The lingo, the slang.
Ooh, the lingo was lit, yeah.
What? You
job turkey, mother.
Yep. Free, bro.
I kid you not. Every blaxploitation film that you saw this at least once. They would remove their sunglasses. What'd you say, sucker?
No. Come back with that, Jack.
Hey, bro.
No, they said that shit from the pit of their stomach. Like
you felt
Jack,
thing,
sucker, job turkey. It's like saying motherfucker.
Yeah,
in real time.
They didn't even have to curse.
A lot of emphasis.
I'm really curious, bro, to see how they come around with new lingo, bro. Because kids ain't talking like how they used to talk back.
You know what's funny though? All right, let me go to my notes real quick. So a lot of these slangs from decades ago, they seem to resurface. They
do.
Yep,
right.
Like the style.
It's like exactly.
It's like
it always comes back.
Always comes back around.
Right.
All right, I didn't even notice. Right. I'm like, damn. I see Crib. I thought Crib came out in the 90s.
What's that?
Crib.
Really?
That's what I thought
Crib.
too.
Yeah,
Crib.
No,
way.
Came out
Well,
in the
80s, I
70s.
thought.
What you talking about? The show Cribs?
No. Like the slang term, crib, to explain your house.
Crib, the term.
I thought that was 80s, no?
No, that was 70s.
I didn't know it was the 70s. I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie.
Way through the 90s.
A nigga was born on the cusp, so I thought it came with the 90s. I thought it came with the 90s. I ain't gonna lie. A nigga was born right there. You feel me? So I was like, the crib. I always thought it belonged to us, nigga.
And then good vibes. Because you hear vibes.
Really?
Like, all the time. That shit came out in the 70s.
Motherfucking historian.
Let me tell you right now, that's fucked up because Marky Mark said good vibrations. He done stole that shit.
Good vibrations.
Everything.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Hey, but look, before we move on from this topic, you gotta touch on with the 70s, bro. I know we talked on music a little bit, all this stuff, but the spoof films, like the the kung fu, the black kung fu films.
Some of them were actually dope, though.
Some of them
were like legit black martial artists.
Yeah. But like
Jim Kelly, look up Jim Kelly. He was a bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was Karate Man too, wasn't he?
Oh, facts.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
He fought Bruce Lee.
As a matter of fact, I was just about to touch up on that too.
Weird as fuck.
You know, hey, but I'll tell you what though, he left a big ass footprint on Bruce Lee's chest.
He did. Yeah. He kicked the shit out of Bruce Lee.
That was the only time.
That was in Bruce Lee's last film, Game of Death.
That was the only time he touched him. Then Bruce Lee just went, "Motherfucker, I'm about to get Chinese on you," and kicked his ass.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was blind in that movie too.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had sunglasses.
Blind, nigga.
Was he?
Yeah.
That nigga was sensitive to light.
Man.
He's just over exaggerating.
Hey, come on, nigga.
You come here check. I'm blind.
Let me tell you something. You gotta be able to see some shit to kick a nigga like Bruce Lee in the chest.
It's a movie though.
In the tracksuit.
It's fictional.
Yeah, it's fictional. But Bruce Lee was like,
he almost got his shit caved in.
That nigga was bad, bro.
And that was Bruce Lee's last movie.
Yeah, that was Bruce Lee's last movie.
Think about that shit.
Somebody got shot.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that. Since we're talking about the 70s, you know, the Bruce Lee movies, that's when it reigned supreme. Like, you know, you had shit like Fist of Fury, The Chinese Connection. You had Return of the Dragon when fucking Bruce Lee fought Chuck Norris to the death. You know what I'm saying? And of course, my man Bruce Lee came out on top. You know what I mean? And of course, his most popular. Yeah, exactly. And his most popular movie was Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, that's
Jim Kelly was in that too.
That's what's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Did Bruce Leroy come out in the 70s?
No,
that was 80s. Okay, that was the 80s. Okay, we gotta save that one.
No, Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy.
Black Bruce Lee with the glow.
The glow, nigga.
The glow.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
You know what though? All right, we said a lot about the 70s, man. I think it's time to move because we got
a lot. We got some shit. Yeah,
let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Ready to move on to the 80s?
Yeah, move it on.
Move it on up.
All right, Mr. Historian, Mr.
80s?
Valentine.
Damn, they looking
because I was
beat
born in
these
83.
80s programs.
Class of 86 right here.
So
80s.
everything I remember about the 80s, just like the 70s,
Motown
is just me rewatching shit.
Yeah.
You was
80s,
there though.
80s
Yeah,
is
tell us
good,
about
bro.
the
I didn't
80s.
really. I was still young back in the 80s, but already getting in. You know? That's why I fell in love. I think the 80s where I actually really fell in love with white girls. Because there's something about 80s white girls made me go, look how fine she is. But I digress.
Listen, we all don't agree.
Hey, the 80s, yeah, some of y'all don't even be trying to act like y'all ain't ever dipped in no white chocolate. That's what you eat.
I plead the fifth.
Nah, but
I'll talk about it off camera.
80s is, you know what it is? 80s is a good era for like I don't know, bro. I was still really a kid back in the 80s. So, you know, that's the first time I ever saw. And the horror movies came out. And that's when I started seeing horror movies in the 80s. That's when all the slasher films came out and shit like that. And Evil Dead actually came out in the 70s, but I saw it in the 80s. When I first saw that movie, I rode to my friend's house on my bike, right? Thinking I was smart. I'm gonna get over there on my bike, right? Nigga, I ain't realized I had to ride home at night on my bike, right? And I'm freaking myself. I'm like, I'm pedaling fast as fuck. I'm like thinking something behind me because, you know, I'm freaking myself out over this fucking movie. And that's when I realized that shit ain't real. But 80s is when all the genre of, yo, I'm gonna scare the fuck out of you came out. You know what I'm saying? But that's 80s. I was still young, bro. It's not talking about being young too. The video games you play. Yeah. Pac-Man. All that shit was hard. All the games that they play now, as far as Pac-Man, Asteroids, Centipede.
I don't know who's playing. White girl likes Centipede. Who's playing Asteroids?
On your phone, on your phone, on that old ass Metro with the snake game.
The triangle, download
that's Centipede. Yeah, bro,
you can still download them shits. You know what's crazy now? Like the modern games, like say for GTA, for example, you could play those old games in that game.
Retro, bro.
Like you can actually like you can go to like a little like it's funny because like kind of breaking the fourth wall. Like you're the character going to the actual arcade
and playing
the actual game.
Yeah. Bitch, put another quarter in there before I kick your ass.
And then you rob somebody.
Ed's always tell me you should play Grand Theft. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna have a good time.
Nigga, you can't.
And then we can meet up. We can meet up. I'll be like, oh shit, nigga, y'all ready to go beat some hoes up?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah.
We had the Asteroid. Nah, but in the 80s, isn't that when Nintendo?
The OG Nintendo, of course. You had the OG Nintendo. You had the first Super Mario Brothers. You had Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Who I still have yet to knock out, by the way. I'm 36 years old, and I still have yet to knock his ass out.
That's
one punch and he was out.
Yeah, you know Mike Tyson Punch Out was OD.
Yeah. Oh my god, that game is ridiculously hard.
Nah,
let me just get tired.
I broke the cartridge.
I gave up.
I got tired, bro.
I gave up.
But let me just tell you, bro. Oh yeah, go ahead and bring it up. Just get it.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on, man.
You see this right here? Like
this is.
I gotta hold it, bro. See this right here? This is like.
Let me get that. Let me hold.
Nah, we're gonna hold off on this one though. That came later.
Well, wait, man. Let me shit.
Damn, bro.
You can hold it.
All right. Look, tell me when to show it. I'll show the shit.
I got this right on my finger right here. Fucking with
this, right?
I remember. Hey, let me tell you. I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back, bro. I remember. First of all, I remember Space Invaders. That was the first video game I ever played. The first game I ever played, going back to the 70s, was ping pong. You remember you had to. It was you had to go do. Yeah. That was the first game I ever played in my life.
That was the first video game.
Let me tell you, while I was playing that game, because my father used to run all the hotels at St. Thomas, like that thing, right? So I just sit there, they babysit me, right? Go and play video games and hang out with whoever, right? So that's why I got so social, because I talk to strangers. Right. But anyway.
I was never happening nowadays.
Bro, you get missing. Bro, I was playing that video game, and the reason why I remember this game so vividly is because while we was in the hotel, and it was like the big hotels, like the Intercontinental Hotel, like hotels like that, right? A waiter spilled a coffee tray, right, on himself. And bro, it was a brother, and I ain't never seen this in my life. It shocked me. I looked at it because I was sitting right there playing video games. This shit was happening. He slipped and spilled this whole tray on him, and he turned white because the coffee burnt him so quick and fast. I went, oh my God. That's why I remember Space Invaders and Pong. I was like, oh hell no, look at this shit. And now it's fucked up because when you think about the games today, they seeing that shit, they ain't even affecting.
Yeah.
You think about it. You know what I'm saying? That makes me go, damn, what's the future hold? I'm scared to see what the future holds. Because they killing niggas and shooting, blowing people's faces off and killing zombies. Yeah. And if I would have saw that back in the day, I saw that shit live and it affected me like that. I'm like, dang, bro. So that's what all these young, old games reminds me of. Yeah. Shit like that.
I got to touch up on that too, bro. Like just holding this controller in my hands, bro, it's damn near bringing a tear to my eye. You know what I'm saying? Like it's taking me all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Because you had some real OG video games. Like, of course, again, I said Super Mario Brothers. Classic. You had Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You had Contra. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Contra was hard as fuck.
Oh my God. Listen, if you...
I ain't never beat that game.
Never.
I don't think anybody has. But you had to put in a code, you feel me, to get like 50 lives. That what you know about that up, down, left, right, BA. The real gamers know what I'm talking about. These guys are clueless. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't know.
I wasn't even born.
I'm a gamer, so I know this.
I wasn't even born. Don't do that to me, nigga.
I'm a gamer.
Don't do that to me, nigga.
Yeah, man. But if you beat any video game from the 80s, bro, like you had real skill because although
cheat sheets,
although the video games were fun in the 80s, they were hard for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
like, they were just too damn difficult.
Level got
you know what I mean?
Harder.
Like I feel like the game developers back in the day, like they purposely made the games too fucking difficult to fuck with you.
Nigga,
you know
Aladdin made me cry.
Oh my god,
Aladdin, bro.
Dog.
The platform it made no sense. That and Lion King, bro. Like, why is this game so hard? Why is Lion King so hard, bro?
You remember Joust? You don't remember Joust?
I remember real Joust. I real Joust.
When you sat on the fucking ostrich and ran across and got the eggs and slid across. You don't remember that game?
I don't remember
that was a hot video game.
Somebody said Zelda. I remember Zelda.
Oh, Zelda.
Yeah. Oh, Zelda is the shit.
Okay. Zelda was way ahead of his time because I think
that was too hard too.
I think it was the first game to actually have like the whole world map thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, also Zelda made people think because there was a lot of puzzles.
Yes, there were.
I don't like them games, bro.
Wasn't it the same console?
Oh, hold on.
Yes, I was about to bring that up.
That was my shit.
Yes.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something that I'm ashamed of.
Boom.
No,
you had a
shotgun. Yeah.
I gotta say something that I'm ashamed of.
I had the regular.
Yeah, the regular orange gun.
Go ahead, bro.
That's what I was about to bring up too. You know what I'm saying? Because I really appreciate the fact that video game consoles back in the 80s and the 90s, like they always came with everything. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really have to buy anything extra. They came with 2 controllers. Yes. They came with the orange gun to plug up. You know what I'm saying? So you could play Doug Hunt.
$29.99.
You know what I mean? It came with the game.
Yeah, it's not like that no more, nigga.
It's not like that no more. They got all this DLC bullshit.
They get the power cord.
I gotta say something else.
Go ahead.
That was Big Doug, girl.
Listen,
I hear you.
I was one of those niggas. I'm gonna keep it real. I was one of those niggas that thought that Zelda was Link.
Was what?
Yeah, I thought so too.
Wasn't that Zelda?
No. Zelda is the princess. Link is the elf.
Yeah,
I thought
with the sword.
The elf was Zelda.
That's what I thought too.
Why would they have that nigga as the main character? And they call it Zelda.
I don't know. I think that's what happens when niggas don't read.
That's true.
I never read that little booklet that was inside, bro.
Just take the game out.
I assumed Zelda was that little elf nigga with the green. I was like, yeah, nigga, I was on Zelda all night.
Zelda. I was on a bitch named Zelda. It wasn't no video game, though. That bitch was from Sweden.
I felt that coming.
Blonde bitch.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
bitch, named Zelda? Where you from, Russia?
All right, so we touched upon on the video games of the 80s.
Oh, wait. I gotta say this. I gotta say this.
Excuse me.
Since we're still on the 80s, right? I mean, we gotta touch up on the music real quick.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were going straight to the 90s.
No, we're not done.
We're
We just jumped into it.
Yeah.
We just touched on the games. I was gonna jump into the music.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Is it cool if I talk my shit or
go ahead?
All right. So I just want to go ahead and throw this out there, and I don't want anybody to challenge me on this because you can't. But,
was it a video
you know,
game?
no. When it comes to the music, right? Okay. You had a lot of great musicians like Bobby Brown. You had Prince. You had the boss, Bruce Springsteen, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had Whitney Houston, of course. That's when she came out, like the year I was born in '86. But listen, nobody was dominating the '80s like Michael Jackson. Nobody.
That's true.
You understand? And we're talking about a man who came out with 2 albums in that decade. You understand? Yeah. But it's like
I got
even
both those albums too, bro.
Exactly.
I'm over here playing all your shit.
Yeah.
Even the years that he wasn't making music, like you couldn't escape him. He was everywhere. You understand? Like
that definitely was a king.
He has so much power, bro. You either saw him on the news with like Nelson Mandela, you know what I'm saying, or walking around with his glove everywhere, waving to the crowd and shit with his sunglasses.
If you didn't see him, you seen him. His fashion was everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
saw him on the Grammys, winning 8 Grammys in one night.
Yeah.
One place you didn't want to see was Disney World.
God. You ain't gonna try my dog like that. Nah. I'm not with you there.
I'm not sure about that. I'm still pleading the fifth on that one. I don't know, bro. I wish he didn't die so we could really find out the truth. Because you know they always say when they about to die at the end, I'm old now. Yeah, I touched all them boys. They were delicious. Oh, no, I didn't. You know, one of the two. We didn't get the truth. But anyway, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's like, since we're talking about Michael Jackson, right? I feel like I know the backslide, aka the moonwalk, was long before Michael Jackson even existed.
Yeah.
But I feel like
For real,
Michael Jackson,
he's
been there for a minute. But
yeah,
I feel like
James Brown and all them fools.
Michael Jackson, he took that and he popularized it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn.
I feel like his moonwalk changed America.
I saw that show live, bro.
Motown 25.
I saw that show
25.
live when he pulled his motherfucker and the glitter socks was on. He went, I said, oh shit, that motherfucker's bad right there. I gotta learn that move.
The whole aesthetic was dope. Like, I lost track of how many times I got my ass whooped ripping up socks. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do the moonwalk.
Oh my!
You know what I mean? Like, I had Haitian parents, so you already know how that goes.
Not going out there with them glitter socks on. No. No. We're gonna talk to him when he get back.
Ain't no talking, it's choking, nigga. Just straight choking.
God,
fuck my nigga vocal cords up.
But you know what? Honestly, when you think about the 80s too, you gotta think about breakdancing, nigga.
Yes.
Because nigga, I done burnt up my back on many a motherfucking.
Oh, don't get me started on that shit.
That fucking cardboard shit is a farce. It's a lie. It's a lie. You got to get the linoleum, nigga.
Linoleum, yeah, for sure.
Because I done burnt up my back on trying to do windmills. I'm like, this shit hurts. Don't let your shirt scoot up because it was fucking skeet. Oh shit, go home all with the iodine, what they call monkey blood. You know, I think white people made it called monkey blood because. Why would you name something monkey blood? But it was iodine.
No, but to go back to what you were saying about the whole cardboard breakdancer thing, like I feel like it was so dope that back in the 80s, that's how they used to settle their beefs. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of like
they'd be breakdancing.
Like they would get up in each other's faces and it would look like they were about to fight, but they would whip out like a big piece of cardboard, you know what I'm saying, and just start breakdancing. That's how they settled their issues.
That's just real though.
Hey,
no, that's a real.
Bring that back.
No, that's just a real.
He said Beat Street was better than Breaking. I don't know. That was good. That was a good battle, bro.
Let me tell you.
I don't remember Beat Street.
Beat Street was good.
Beat Street was like
Breaking was my shit.
Colors was
more
the
about
shit
New York, like Crazy Legs, them niggas. But Breaking Boogaloo was more of it was almost written by white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you gonna put the motherfuckers in all this corny ass rainbow colors and shit to save miracles. Motherfucker, ain't nobody wear no miracles outfits back then. Yeah. We was wearing Puma outfits and shit. Real niggas, you know what I'm saying? Don't portray us like we was some gay ass first gay pride parade and shit. You know what I'm saying? You seen Beat Street or Electric Boogaloo breakdance.
That was breaking,
man.
That was breaking.
Yeah, breaking. That was like,
my man
Turbo was moving on it though. You know what I'm saying?
Turbo and Ozone.
I met that brother. Turbo.
A word?
Yeah, at the last Lotus
fucking legend, man.
Festival and shit. I was like, what's up? You short nigga.
Boogaloo Shrimp.
How you doing, bro?
Boogaloo Shrimp is
He had a little mini broom with him.
Yeah, he was a shit, man.
Oh, we got to talk about the movies too, man. Shit, you have fucking Karate Kid.
Oh, time out, nigga. You gonna skip a DJ with the music?
Oh shit, you can't skip a DJ, nigga. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, let me rock you.
I had to consolidate the list. Let me
go ahead.
For me, including the 70s, because we're gonna get back to the 70s later. But the 70s and 80s for me had like the last real eras of real music, like real soulful music that could move you.
Wasn't electronic.
Shit. All you had was a motherfucker, his voice, recorded,
no style,
no nothing.
Look at Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye had no style, but that motherfucker. Sexual. That motherfucker, bitches throwing panties on stage and shit. Nigga had a beard with some glasses on, looking. But you know what? As soon as that motherfucker went, what's going on out there? Boom! He packing audiences, bro. I remember when he got shot in the 80s by his daddy,
by his pop.
I was helping my brother fuck with his Trans Am. He got a Trans Am. You know that was the 80s. It was actually a 70s, 80s car, but we was doing the carpet and we both stopped and looked at each other. I went, damn. Yeah. Marvin Gaye just got shot. Woo! I was young as fuck, but I was helping my older brother out, and we stopped for a minute. It was like, nah, and we was actually just listening to the radio. They played some of his music. We was like, why are you playing Marvin Gaye so much today? Right. And then the news came on. I was like, today, Marvin Gaye's father shot. I was like, oh hell no! I didn't really click into it, but I remember it.
Why? You know why that shit happened? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember the story either.
I was too young to remember. I remember that because it's like a aha moment. You know what I'm saying? You had them like, damn, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. Right. You know what I'm saying? We was putting in a shag carpet in the Trans Am. I was like, that's fucking funny because I ain't gonna lie, we used the carpet that we used for the house to fix his car. I was like, all right, whatever. You know, I was just helping him out. He's my older brother.
No, but I went back and read about Marvin Gaye, man. Not only did his dad shoot and kill him, his dad killed himself the next day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You know why though?
I have no idea, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. I just read like key points like leading up to
a
that.
lot of shit in the 80s and 70s happened over women. A lot of it, like niggas went the furthest for the like women. Like
it's a lot of
it's very unfortunate.
A lot of them unchained emotions
and shit.
A lot of shit. Yeah.
Right. That's when Madonna came out, right? In the 80s?
Yeah, 80s.
She was back there going, "You gonna play my album?" Because that's what she was doing, bro.
Hey, you know what I miss?
No hiding about that,
you know I ain't gonna lie. You know what I miss about the 80s? You know what I really miss about the 80s? Besides like the talent and just the overall like aesthetic of like, you know, just doing like your artistry, like owning that shit. Besides that, I miss the mystic that comes with being a celebrity. Like you really didn't know who these motherfuckers were.
Mm-hmm.
Like nowadays with social media, you too close to people.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired of these niggas talking. Like I wish you didn't talk. Like I wish I didn't know what you sounded like. I wish I still had that mystery of like
you right
of what the celebrity is. But like now they like showing it live. You see where they're dating all the time. They're on live.
Everywhere.
I'm like, bro,
All the
like
time.
They're annoying. Like these celebrities are annoying.
It makes you not want to watch their movies. Like, bro,
I just can't stand them.
I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that.
They make them too close to us, which is a good thing. But the other side of it is like, damn, bro, like you're really annoying.
Yeah,
like I don't even like your music no more.
But you ever realize
it can be overwhelming most times.
Even nowadays, realize this, right? The biggest celebrities, they have that mystique.
True, they still have that class. Yeah, you're right.
They
like Bruno Mars and shit. Yeah, like you.
But the minute they get on the show, like I watch Dave, you know, Lil Dicky. I don't know if y'all fuck with that nigga. But his show, he pulls in a lot of stars and celebrities, and you look at him and you go, all right, if they are, it's almost like Fresh Prince back in the day. When somebody was on his show, you look at them and go, oh, I'm gonna look at that person differently now because he was fucking with Fresh Prince. It's like the same thing. Right. Like he had Brad Pitt on the show, and Brad Pitt was fucking hilarious. Right. Like he wanted to get in the studio and start rapping. I was like, this cracker is cool as fuck. Yeah. I thought he was always cool, but for him to bring himself into that realm and be almost acting like himself, like he was acting like himself, like this is Brad Pitt. You know what I'm saying? He was acting, and the way he was acting made me go, damn, that's cool shit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really see that too much. Right.
So here's another thing that I realized, right? Like if you look at it, back in the 80s, I'm pretty sure you didn't have 5 million channels. Now you got Disney Plus, you got
all these streaming networks,
Zulu, Bulu, Rulu. You have all this
Akahulu.
That's from the African nation.
So I think that's why they do it, because there's so many.
They gotta say relevant.
And it's also
relevant.
80s, you didn't see many TV channels. So
but Jay, that's the other thing, dog. Like the quality, you know what I'm saying? It's so much about quantity now. Like just being people want to be seen so fucking bad. It's a drug. It's disgusting. Because like take Michael Jackson for example, right? When he dropped Thriller, I mean,
Off the Wall, I think it was, right?
Off the Wall Thriller. Sonically, if you listen to those albums, first of all, it's not like 20 songs on them bitches. It's about 8, 9. And every last one of them.
They're studio,
but they're not 2 minutes long either.
They're not. They're actually, every song tells a story, and every song has its own life. You feel me? Like that's what I think. To me, like with music, like I miss when it was personal. Like I can learn something about Michael Jackson by listening to his music, and he actually has something to say. Nowadays, it's just like quantity. Like how much can you, how fast can you push this out? How fast can you put this out? It's not even about, you don't even hear classics anymore. It's just like I'll forget. Like okay, this song came out 10 years ago, and you hear it again, like oh shit,
right?
Damn, yeah, and it goes away. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy though? Like the same shit Jay was saying, right? It's like, from the 70s and the 80s, bro, like the musicians, like you really felt their music. You understand? Like they were singing from the heart.
Like Rick James.
Yeah, Rick James. He was a bad motherfucker. But it's just sad. Like Al Green too.
Teddy Pendergrass.
I still play Al Green today when I do sit down music for dinner. And you know what's fucked up about that? I used to do parties for white people because, you know, bar mitzvahs and shit like that. But anyway, but they get up and dance to that shit. They be like, they be. I'm like, look at
you. You can't help it. It inspires you to do that.
But I was gonna go ahead and say that, you know, we're naming all these great musicians. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to sing from their soul. Yeah. But they only made pennies, bro. They only made pennies. Like Little Richard back in the 70s, in the early 70s, he made a name for himself already. He was still flipping burgers.
Yep.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, but guess what? We're still talking about him to this day.
Yep.
Facts.
He paved the way for.
But they should have been compensated fairly, is what I'm trying to say.
You know what? Even if your compensation is the credit, because a lot of times you gotta look at. You brought up what's Lil Richard? Motherfucker was gay. Okay, back then, nobody knew none of that. So he was performing, acting, and acting. He wasn't even performing. He couldn't even be himself.
Right.
Which makes me sadder than the monetary value.
Was he really
Because
gay or was that a
money
gimmick?
comes
No,
and
he
goes.
was.
He was.
But the feeling of him being who he was and not being able to express that
That's real.
hurts me more than him not getting paid.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? Because you got to be free, bro. If you can't be yourself, you can't be anybody.
That's
You feel me?
That's true.
It's in my eyes, anyway.
That's
you know?
real. Yep.
One last thing. I'm not sure if you're about to move to the next decade, but I do want to go ahead and throw out there as well that the 80s, that's when hip hop started to gain its popularity. You understand what I'm saying? Like hip hop had so many different elements. You had DJing and scratching. Jay know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
You had DJing and scratching. You had breakdancing. You had graffiti. You had rap.
Saying.
Yeah.
And rap is like, that's what really gained the most popularity. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
people
all the
thought
culture
that
things,
people thought that rap was a passing fad. Like nobody thought it was going to last this long. And
Yeah.
here we are today. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody and their mama could do it. It's
And
like global, it's worldwide.
You know that's what ended up happening.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama started rapping.
Real
Started
shit.
turning into garbage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
But before we wrap up
It
the
was
80s,
enough. Hold on,
yeah,
hold on.
go
Come
ahead.
on, man. You gotta touch on those 80s rhymes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, some of them-
Those 80s,
some of them
was tough.
some of them was, but a lot of them,
Some was
but hey,
But
we talking 50-50. Half of that shit was cheeks.
Yeah.
It was.
Half of that shit was cheeks.
Yeah, it was.
most of today's music is cheeks.
But I know, but come on now. Early cheeks. We
Roxanne,
talking about early
Roxanne
cheeks
in the
though.
house.
I know exactly what you're
Jay,
talking
we
about.
talking about
sitting
early-
in the house.
Jay-
I'm on the phone.
Oh, no, alone. You know what I'm saying? My girl called and I can't pick up. Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm stuck. What the fuck?
Did you make that up on the fly?
Hell yeah, nigga, turn that shit off.
That's a hit.
sounded
in the
kinda
80s.
good.
That's
I'm gonna
it.
tell you
That's
right
a
now.
hit in the
And in the
80s,
video,
bro.
the
You
nigga
get-
sit,
you get signed
nigga,
in the
in the
80s.
video, the niggas it's black and white. The niggas in the room. I'm all alone. I don't know what to do. Leg all up, his mom yelling at him and shit. And it's all the dialogue. You can't hear his mom yelling. She just doing this.
First rap song I heard was it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder
That's
how much
tough.
people go
I
on
was
there.
about to bring
that
That's
is
tough.
tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's real music. Melly Mel.
Everywhere. People pissing on the corner
Like it just don't care.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's just fire.
Push me because I'm
Close to the edge. That's just fire.
That made me go, yeah, I'm close to the motherfucking edge too. Let's go get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all know about Melly Mel?
That's-
Master Flash and Furious.
But I
5.
think we can all agree that the 80s,
82 right there.
that the 80s, if you were to survive in the 80s, at the end all be all, you need a talent. You need a talent. You weren't talented, you would not survive in the 80s.
Or you sell
Friends.
drugs.
That's a talent too now.
How many of us have them?
That's a
That
talent
was my
too now.
theme song, nigga. Come
Houdini.
on. Houdini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but then.
Go ahead, bro. Come on, man.
You know where that came from.
Freaks come out at night. Come on. Hey, let me tell you, I was at the club waiting. I was like, well, this song come on, all the freaks gonna get on the dance floor.
My nigga
I'm about
Molly.
to get me some.
My nigga Molly.
Hell
Yeah,
bro.
but
Holy
then.
moly donut shop.
And then Roxanne, come on, bro. How many times we
I
done
remember that.
duplicated that? That's 80s like a mother.
Renee came out in the 80s?
No,
Yeah.
hell no.
No.
Ghetto
Hey,
Boys.
Hey,
The Lost Boys? That
Lost
was
Boys.
nice.
Lost was
That's
90s.
90s, okay.
That's a good song. I play that one every time I hear somebody named Renee in the crowd.
Renee is hard.
Usually it's a black girl, but
That's one of the greatest hip hop songs I've
this
ever
one
heard.
white girl
sure.
works at
Which one?
Marisol.
Renee?
Renee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Renee.
that's 90, yeah. What about the TV shows in the 80s? I remember my favorite still, well, one of my favorites still to this day is the Cosby Show. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
I
I'm
learned
with
how
you
to
there,
drug
Jay.
bitches.
I'm with you there.
If he did
I started
it,
learning
if
how
he
to
did
use
it to those
Bucanol.
women, I'm sorry.
It's still a classic show, regardless of what
That
he
show
did.
was. That
I'm
show was.
standing
I don't
with
think
him,
he
bro.
raped all of them. I think he raped some of them, but most of them was like, this nigga might give me a deal. I'm telling you. Come on, bro.
No, but
If
you
I-
had.
If I had to pick a
You all
80s show,
famous.
A Different World.
Well,
No,
it started in the 80s.
It's on the
It
edge.
started in the
It's
80s.
80s,
But the first
yeah.
season was Cheeks, though. I'm not going to lie.
I had to pick a different
It's
world
all right,
overall.
The first season was Cheeks.
Yeah,
What was
Different
that one
World.
with little Miss Penny? What was that one?
Oh, fucking, that's Good Times.
No. Penny was in Good Times, but then
Oh, you talking about Tootie?
Tootie?
Yeah, Facts of Life.
Facts of life, nigga.
Yeah,
Take the
Facts
good,
of
you
Life.
take
That
the
was my
bad.
shit.
I was like, oh, these white girls. I
That
was
was my
fuck
shit.
Joe. I was going, hey, she a lesbian now, but she would have been lesbian if I'd have met her. I would have changed that script. I would
Can't forget about Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
He talking about different strokes.
Damn, Different Strokes.
Fuck, you
bro.
can talk about strokes
I
all
remember
night.
that. I was wanting to be adopted by that white dude too.
Oh, man.
I
Philip
was like,
Drummond.
bro, I wish he was my daddy.
Philip Drummond. That nigga was
I
a
want to be
shit.
a Drummond. That nigga was. I was like, shut up, stop complaining, nigga. He gonna kick you out. And you better fuck that girl with you. That sister, she was fine. Little white girl.
Yeah?
on Different Strokes.
Oh yeah,
she had a drug problem too.
Kimberly.
I could have fucked her anyway, bro. She had a drug problem.
I don't remember this Different Strokes at all.
I don't remember.
You ever watch Different Strokes?
I don't remember at all.
That's a throwback, man.
Fuck it, I remember it was 227, Amen.
Regina King.
You know who's in
No gossiping old bitches.
That was Homegirl. That was a spin-off from the Jeffersons.
Was it?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, them hoes in 227 was nosy.
They was straight up, bro.
Straight gossiping old broads.
We cannot forget about Living Color, bro.
That's 90s.
90s.
That was 80s, bro.
No. 90s.
90s.
Came out in 1990.
Trust me.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was rocking my muscle suit.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. Shopping at Chess King and shit.
I was young, bro. I was young in the 80s. I was watching fucking cartoons, niggas. Yeah, I didn't watch no fucking cartoons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. G.I. Joe.
Damn.
Shit,
Fucking-
DuckTales.
I
Nigga.
did
I wasn't watching
DuckTales,
DuckTales.
nigga. Wow,
DuckTales,
you took it
yeah.
back.
What? Every old white dude that's rich.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja
Turtles. I didn't
Turtles.
fuck with cartoons too much in the 80s, bro.
He-Man,
I was on Bugs Bunny and
Smurfs.
Daffy Duck.
I feel like the cartoons in the 80s, them niggas really on cocaine.
Especially the Smurfs.
For sure.
All them motherfuckers.
All drugs.
They were
Heavy
all drugged out.
heavy trafficking
I
on
will not
They were
cartoons
on
in the
mushrooms,
80s.
nigga. They were
Nah,
on
True.
They was
mushrooms.
on the cocaine back
Yeah,
in the
no, the
80s.
cocaine.
No, I'm talking about the
I think
Smurfs.
right now they're on the
Smurfs.
mushrooms. Right now they're on the
Today's
mushrooms.
But 80s is cocaine, and then
Right now it's the
70s,
mushrooms.
Daffy Duck and all that's racist. Bugs Bunny. If you watch Bugs Bunny today, I'm like, God damn, bro, that is so because it's written by all them old white dudes.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it, bro. They was like, yeah, we're gonna get that little nigger duck. He never got over, bro. He never.
He's actually
got
not lying
over,
because
bro.
there's actually episodes that you can find on YouTube.
Yeah, you look at him, you be like, oh my god, the black
I remember
cat, he was like, hey, nigger, you know, he was a
Who's
straight
that?
up,
That
if you look
one
at him,
nigga, the
bro,
proctor nigga.
Hey
He's
man, there was so many racist slurs.
I don't know about that, but I remember Porky
Bro.
Pig. He was holding like a fucking Nazi flag, and that
Bro.
shit's banned from America.
yeah, they got away with
even
murder.
What's it called? I grew up on motherfucking what's the fucking? I owned a skunk, so I almost named him
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew.
They
Oh my
abandoned-
god.
Now they abandoned him. They took all
Oh,
his
he was
products.
Bro,
But
Pepe Le Pew was, yeah.
Bro,
He was harassing them bitches though.
Nah, Pepe Le
I
Pew.
own skunks, and I know
He was
that
taking
that's
them home.
exactly
He was-
how.
Nah,
taking
Pepe
all
Le
them
Pew,
home.
bro.
That's exactly how male skunks act in the wild. They chase I had 2 skunks, bro, and the motherfucker. I had to get rid of the male skunk that I named him Sniglet because he was a sneaky little nigga. Okay, that was his name, and he used to. My other skunk called Funky Fresh because she was funky. She was funky and she was fresh, but he used to rip her at night. We used to be sitting there. Oh, you hear her screaming because he biting on her neck. That's how male skunks are. So it wasn't really racist. It wasn't really like America always does this. They always put feelings to shit. Nigga, that's the wild, bro. I don't take him off because I grew up with that shit.
They didn't really
Why
bother
would
me,
you
though.
take
Like,
him
any-
off the shelves and not sell him or do any kind of, don't ever show his cartoon?
I'm gonna say this though.
because you think he was being a skunk.
Let
bro.
me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. He's right. He's right. But I'm gonna say is this though. I'm gonna say this shit, nigga. It takes a special motherfucker to write a dialogue about a skunk.
He know what he was
Hey,
doing. He
that
probably
nigga got some screws loose.
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get.
Nah,
I'm gonna
come on,
rape
dog.
hoes
Like,
in cartoons.
I'm gonna
I'm
watch.
teach these
Look,
kids how to rape.
Jay. Look. Hey, look. I'm gonna watch this skunk behavior, and I'm gonna write a cartoon about it.
Hey,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna give you 5 on that shit, nigga. 'Cause you are absolutely correct.
Look. I'm gonna watch this skunk behavior, and I'm gonna write a cartoon about
He's
it.
gonna rape that cat. Yeah, it ain't
Come on,
even
who
his,
does
it
that,
ain't even
bro?
his-
Who
it
does
ain't
that?
even his car.
It's
It ain't even-
species.
Right?
I'm gonna make him
What the
rape
fuck?
that cat, and that will make that cat go. I don't know. No, you raping me. Leave me alone.
Nah, come on, man. That shit crazy. That shit's crazy.
Let's move on.
All right, go ahead.
That shit's
We
crazy.
talk about Scooby Doo and all that shit.
These cartoons, sir, it went from joyful
Oh, yeah.
to fucking dark as
Yeah.
fuck.
Hell yeah, bro. But that's what we grew up on. See, that's why we so
Damn.
thick.
Go ahead, bro.
So where
I'm
we moving
done with
to
the
now?
cartoons, man.
Was there cartoons in the 90s?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
Oh, that
like
was
the best
when
We
we
one.
all
don't get
like-
to that. Go ahead.
the
Go ahead.
best
Jay.
one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Bring that shit in.
let's just jump into the cartoons of the 90s. Hopefully, it's not about the shit we're talking about.
Nah, like I was introduced to anime in the 90s.
Which one?
That's what I was gonna say.
Sailor
Oh,
Moon and Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
And
Yup.
Sailor Moon.
I watch. All right. My mom doesn't.
I was
know
only
this.
grown, dog.
My mom doesn't
Go
know
ahead,
this,
go
right?
ahead, fam.
So this is when I was first introduced to like porno.
Cartoons.
Yeah, it was
hentai.
Nigga talking about hentai, nigga.
hentai. How you say it?
Yeah.
Hentai. It's like hand job.
Hentai.
It's
Japanese porn.
It's hand job for Japanese.
No, it wasn't. It was.
No, I
it
was
was.
talking shit. I was just saying.
You'll know this fucking. It wasn't a porno. It wasn't a porno. It
Was
was
it HBO?
It was an anime, like a Japanese anime about some like ninjas or war.
Some fine bitches.
Nah, it was ninjas. Fuck, I can't even.
Because they know how to draw.
I know if I see it, I would recognize it, but I don't know if I was
But anyway, and then
cartoon
anyway, so it's about this these ninjas or whatever, and this motherfucker kidnapped this bitch or whatever. And he had her in this hut. It was some ogreish looking guy. Like it wasn't even human. It was like some ogre, right?
Yeah.
And she was fine as fuck.
She was fine. What?
Cartoon perfect.
Oh, I think I
know
what
he's
you're
going with
talking
this.
about.
I know he's going with this.
Shiny and shit.
What is it?
Are we talking about Ninja Scrolls?
Yeah.
Ninja squirrels.
You know all them shit.
Oh man, that's a throwback.
Man, there's a
Ninja
scene.
squirrels?
There's a
Ninja
scene in
squirrels.
there.
That shit when I leave it.
BonafYde. There's a scene in there that I was hiding.
That
Dark. And I was watching.
Word.
Yeah.
I used to watch that shit for like.
I would
hours
watch that
on
shit on the
end.
way home.
It was like only one scene too. You know what scene I'm talking
I know
about.
which one you're talking
One scene.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was the night. Yeah.
That shit was wild.
Fucked up too.
about. Yeah.
Yeah,
When it
nah.
comes to cartoons, I mean, y'all forgot about Goof Troop, Animaniacs,
Nah,
Tiny Toons.
Nah.
Tiny Toons, I remember.
Yeah,
All the
man.
ones I
What?
Was Hey Arnold?
Dark,
Hey Arnold.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. You had
Damn.
Recess, Rugrats.
No, that's after me, bro. I was already
Yeah,
out.
that's-
You know what? At an early age, bro, like even at an early age, there were just some cartoons that I refused to watch. I would never watch fucking Ren and Stimpy.
I hate that cartoon.
Why though? I used to watch.
It was
all
disgusting.
It's not even attractive.
I didn't like their humor.
The Wild Thornberries.
What you talking about?
I didn't like that shit.
I didn't like
Fuck
that.
them.
I didn't like that
Did
shit.
you ever
Fuck
see
them.
Pinky in the Brain?
Hell yeah, that shit was gas. That shit was gas.
What do you think
yeah.
we should do?
Try and take over the world.
And bro, and for life, I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw that cartoon. I would always look at people and go, "You the fucking Pinky, nigga." 'Cause in the situations when I'm talking to you, I'll be like, "Look at Pinky in the Brain over there talking right now." Nigga don't even know what he's doing. You don't even know what he's talking about. Yo, damn, Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pinky
man.
was the
Ren and
actual.
Stimpy was the one.
Pinky, like I used to think
Dumbass
Brain
cat dog.
was a smart guy, was a smart
Yeah,
one,
He is.
but it was really Pinky that was a genius.
Nah.
Pinky was a
Yeah.
genius.
That's close.
He was the
Right.
genius.
I never caught that.
Yeah.
Must
That's
have went over my
that was
head.
the irony. That's the irony about it.
That was I forgot exactly why, but I did a little research on that. That's why I don't remember it. But look at that.
No, you might be
Trust me,
right.
he
But
had
as
me.
a kid,
That
I
was
didn't recognize it right then.
Now we talk about 90s cartoons.
Talking
right?
about 90s.
Okay,
90s,
now
yeah.
we was talking about this shit earlier. You ever watch Beavis and Butthead?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Classic.
nigga,
Yeah,
Celebrity
of course, you had
Deathmatch.
to.
Oh, man, what?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you remember that shit?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, that shit was
I
good.
forgot
That
about
shit was good. Yeah.
I almost forgot.
They had like
It had everybody on there.
they had like Ricky Lake versus fucking what's his name?
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Bro, they used to fuck shit up. Imagine they did that as like real
Canceled.
Yeah,
animation.
cancel. Niggas is too sensitive.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
too real, bro. It was too.
Nah, that
perfect.
shit was yeah. Because
that's
back then they was getting flack for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Family Guy and stuff like that. Now that it's been, I never watched The Simpsons really, but I know that's
Oh,
like
I love The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
80s, 90s kind of crossover.
Simpsons. Still out.
Simpsons
But-
came out in the late 80s. Yeah, it's still there, but it's not as good as it was
I
before.
watched
Nah.
Family
I don't
Guy
watch
because I was like, at first when I saw Family Guy, I was like, stupid ass, crack ass shit. I'm not watching this shit. Flip, but then all of a sudden we watched it later on.
Yeah.
And I was like, this shit is.
You got to go back and watch the
bro.
old episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Simpsons back then, hilarious.
Top
Okay.
notch, yeah.
Nothing
for
was
sure.
touching it.
Nah, for me though,
Mhm.
I mean, In Living Color was
Yes.
a shit.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Come on,
That was
man.
What's the show that came on before that? You
I know,
remember, 'cause
Mark-
It was always a pack.
I don't know. I don't remember.
For us, it was
I don't
a
remember
pack.
the-
Maybe for you too. There
I
was
was
a
a kid.
pack.
I don't
They
remember
would
the
only
the
show
lineup.
certain shows
Mhm.
at certain times, no matter
Mhm.
where was you at in the country.
Yeah.
It was like CBS was going, okay, they doing Family Guy. This, you know what I'm saying?
I
There
know
was a
they
schedule.
play. I know they play Martin. I know they
Martin.
play. I know they play Fresh Prince.
Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Oh, I didn't watch
Boy
Family
Meets
Guy.
World.
What?
Married with Children.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, Married
Oh,
with
Married with
Children.
Children.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
nigga,
Nigga used to
bro.
be laid out on the
Al
couch.
Bundy. Oh my
Nah,
god.
you
His
know-
hand in his crotch.
Hey,
You know,
man,
before
I'll
we
tell you
skip,
straight
before
up,
we skip,
bro.
Yeah.
before we skip,
Go
boys
ahead.
meet.
White
Boy
shows
Meets
were dope
World.
too now.
Hey,
Before we
I'll
skip
tell you
that.
right now, I wanna
Topanga.
fuck-
I was.
still wanna fuck
I
Christina
was crushing on
Applegate,
Topanga.
Yeah, I was.
I
Did
ain't
you
gonna
watch
hang
it?
up.
I think we all were. I think we all
know,
were.
for me,
We all were.
For me, it was a toss up between Topanga or Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell.
Ooh.
man.
Yeah.
Can I have
Kelly
both?
was bad now.
I'll take.
You got to
both.
choose
I'll
one.
take-
You
You
got to
talking
choose
90s, right?
I'll take.
Yeah.
Out of
I was
those
watching
two.
Beverly Hills 90210, nigga. I was
Yeah.
watching
Too
Young
young for
Heaven.
that.
I seen it, but I don't remember none
We
of
used to
it.
be
Yeah, me
playing
neither.
football. We used to play flag football, right?
Mhm.
At Township.
Yeah.
All of us. And then in the middle of the game, it was me and all my niggas that used to hang out with me. We'd stop. I had a portable TV, bro. We used to watch that shit. The white girls had us hooked, bro. Melrose Place.
Oh, I remember that
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Ooh, 90210.
Now I want. Yeah. Now
Kelly could have got it. She can still get it.
Yeah.
And Christina Applegate, I'll fuck her with one titty,
Oh.
no titties. I don't care. She's still fine to me, nigga. She is fine, nigga.
Now
wasn't
you-
that
all right. I'm sorry to take it here. I know
All right.
it's not your cup of tea,
What
Okay.
you talking about?
but Pam.
Pam
goddamn,
from- Pam for Martin?
Yeah.
CJ,
I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm with you, but at the same time, I'm not.
Time out.
Because
Yeah.
Can
Go-
you agree? All right. This
Go
is
ahead,
what
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
go
say.
ahead,
This
go
is what
ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
say.
ahead,
BDB,
go ahead.
For
you
me,
talking about?
for me, yeah. Let me tell you. For
Oh,
me,
no,
the
go ahead.
'90s had the finest women.
yes, they did.
Yes.
Period.
What was
Yes,
that
they
movie they made about
Period.
when they all went to college?
Even Mariah Carey.
With Pam
Mariah
and
Carey.
all people Martin, like the
Motherfuckers.
what's the other light skinned girl?
You talking about House Party?
No, not House Party. Light skinned with Pam and Martin.
Gina.
Gina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember when Gina and all them did
No,
that
Pam
college
wasn't in it.
movie?
That was House Party too.
No. It wasn't a house party.
sure?
It was a college movie where they was all and they would sing and do their thing. It was almost like a black musical about college people.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? You remember it? Come on, girl. I can't remember it.
can't
And they
remember.
sung.
Yeah, I
School
think I know what you're
Days?
talking about.
School
School
Days.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
Spike Lee
I'm
joint.
like,
Yes, Spike Lee movie,
yeah.
bro.
Martin
You
wasn't in
should've
that.
said Spike
No,
Lee
Martin
movie.
was in it, but
Yeah,
all
Gina
Martin
was
was
in
in
it,
Martin.
too.
Yeah,
Gina
Gina was
and
in it.
Pam was
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
It was like, what's the black college that they go to in Georgia?
One of them HBCUs or something.
Morehouse. Morehouse College.
More
But
something,
it was
nigga.
about that college. One of those black colleges. They, they.
I was about to make some shit up.
No, but Jay,
I remember
like,
that college.
You said Morehouse. I said more something.
I got to
nigga.
touch up on what you were saying because yes, the '90s did have the most beautiful.
Baddest
You know what I'm saying?
women.
Like there was some elegance to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like the women nowadays,
Natural,
like, they put
man.
it all out there.
Natural.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like
natural.
Yeah,
No,
they
it's
got-
not
Give me
only
something to
that
think
though.
about.
They just
Weird hair and shit.
they were more like
No,
you
they
said,
were
they
more
were more
natural.
classy
They
though.
was
They,
natural.
no,
Yeah.
they were more classy though. Like
Yeah.
they showed, but they weren't showing everything and just
Nah.
like
And they
But
showed
the
their
personality
talent
was
more-
there
they showed
too,
their
though.
talent more than their body. Like their singing ability,
They had
acting
everything.
ability,
Yeah.
stuff that they showed more of that than hey, look at my titties and my
Yeah.
fingernails and my weave.
all
They
that
was-
plastic.
It's more
Yeah,
classy,
and then in actuality, in the '90s, they would crack on holes that was too
yeah.
motherfucking too all with the weaves and the
Mhm.
hair. They would the natural bitches. Jigaboos. You remember they used to call them jigaboos in that movie? They said you the jigaboos. It was a battle. The jigaboos against the wannabe. Hey, your girl is here. She knows what the fuck she talking about. I remember that movie. I was like, this is a motherfucking funny ass. And this Spike Lee came out with "Do the Right Thing."
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Late
Classic.
80s.
Radio Raheem,
It's late
man.
80s. Yeah, that's a
80s?
classic. Yeah,
that was
late 80s. 89. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was right on the cusp.
That's on the cusp.
Other than like him.
I'm on the cusp, nigga. I came out right there.
All right. Since
ahead.
we're on movies and TV shows.
Power Rangers, nigga.
Nah, nigga.
You can't.
Hold on. You
Oh,
hit me. You hit me.
You got the Power Rangers, nigga. Come on, now the
I was
original.
a fan, bro.
My nigga, the Green Ranger showed up and punched that bitch so hard into the Megazord. She didn't even do nothing. That nigga
All
just
them
pulled
niggas
up and just.
Wasn't it a gay ranger?
Bah!
Like eventually
Yeah,
turned
the blue
into a
one.
gay ranger?
The blue. The
Blue.
purple one. He wasn't a gay ranger, but he was gay in real life.
Like he was a gay ranger.
He wasn't a gay
No,
ranger.
he was
Gay real life. He was gay.
This
in that
character
suit.
wasn't
Nah.
gay.
His suit was a little
All
tighter.
right. All right.
He was like, hey. Like, did that ranger just do a split? What the fuck? Is he whacking over there? What the fuck is happening with this ranger? What's the superpower?
I'm gonna keep quiet on this one.
Let's move on.
Nah, my
I'll
boy,
suck your power out, nigga.
my boy Billy catches strays. Now you know what was crazy? Remember that nigga? They like Zach go fight this nigga. And they play like black breakdancing music. The nigga started dancing.
Yeah, he had his own
Before
style.
He started fighting. The nigga
Yeah.
started dancing. I was like, come on, man.
He came up with a style called hip hop keto.
I'm like,
And that
bro,
shit was dope.
I get it, but like, nigga, in the middle of a fight,
I didn't
Yeah.
see none of this show.
you really think a nigga gonna have time in a fight? Hold on, wait. Look, let's think about the logic. Now that I'm older, this shit don't make sense. You think a nigga really gonna give you time to start doing a 6-step before he punch you?
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've used breakdance fighting in a couple fights that I was in.
I think now if you try to do crump, if you could crump, I think you can get away with not
'Cause
fighting
I
a
ain't gonna lie
nigga.
to you, if I'm about to fight a nigga and all of a sudden he start crumping on me, I'm be like, hey nigga.
That nigga mad
He
aggressive.
start twerking. I'll be like, nah, man, I'm trying to fight you, not fuck you. This is a whole you fucking up, nigga.
No, but since we're talking about the 90s, is it cool if I bring it up, or you were gonna touch up on something specific? Yeah, like when it comes to the movies,
I was gonna say a movie before this.
Oh, go ahead.
I had to.
My favorite movie
From the 90s?
of the 90s. Period.
What is it?
Rush Hour.
New Jack City.
My nigga Nino Brown. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna give you some time.
That's a good one, bro.
Sit your $5 ass down if I make change.
That nigga was bad.
That
bro.
nigga Nino Brown was a bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker.
Nah, but he went out like a police.
What you call it? What's her name? Fucking the nigga that sang. He was a singer.
Oh,
Come on.
shit, I forgot his name. No, Christopher something.
No, Albie Shore.
Albie
You are his side. Nigga, what you say to me? And stab that nigga in the head.
Oh yeah, in the hand.
Yeah.
And choked him with the chain.
Yeah.
I said, oh, dude.
Was it Albie Shore?
He said,
It
I'll
was.
be thinking
Okay.
about you tonight. Damn, motherfucker, lay my hand up, nigga. He got fucked. And you know, white girl love Albie Shore.
But he went out like a bitch in the end, though.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't went out like a bitch. He went out like a bitch in the end. He went out like a bitch in the end.
Nino Brown.
No, but to segue into other movies, since we're talking about New Jack City, we're talking about 90s. We got to bring up hood movies. Hood
Menace to
movies
Society.
Menace to Society.
Yeah, you remember that shit?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the
Never
Hood.
took that tape, nigga.
Oh,
Society.
Old Dog. Old Dog took that
That
tape.
nigga.
Yeah,
Break
man.
Old Dog, yeah.
yourself, okay, bro.
Old
I'm
Dog
pretty
took that
sure
tape.
So many nigga gangsters went, I'm using that shit next time I rob him, motherfucker. I'm like, break yourself, fool.
Yeah, Old Dog took that tape, dog.
Damn,
man.
man.
Old Dog.
That was a good. Hey, that was a good. I thought
That was
he
a great
gonna do
movie.
lot more because he was actually a really good actor.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, the Trey.
You talking about Tyron Turner?
Break yourself. Give me that tape, nigga.
You talking about Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate.
Yes.
He's done a lot.
more movies, bro. Because damn, he killed it in that movie.
He did like a lot of like
think
black
Lorenz
classics.
Tate.
He was
Yeah.
too good. He was too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know
He did a lot of
I saw
movies.
some
Yeah, he did a lot of
shows
movies.
where Niggas was really niggas in the show. They
Yeah.
tried
Supposed to be
use
talking about
him.
somebody else.
They use him.
No,
like,
he's talking
hey,
about
man,
Lorenz
we're
Tate.
gonna see if he could be somebody else.
And
He's
doesn't
just a
translate.
straight up
Yeah.
gangster. He was riding a bicycle to the movie set. I was like, what the fuck? He was a real blood, bro. He was a real blood, yo. I was like, man, you can't convert niggas, bro.
Not too many people remember South Central.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I
Remember
remember
Hoover
that.
Deuce?
OG Bobby Johnson,
OG
nigga.
Bobby Johnson.
Oh
man.
yeah,
You already know.
Yeah,
You already know,
I
man.
remember that shit, bro.
His little son got blasted with a shotty,
Yeah,
man, trying to
man,
steal
it
the
is
car
that.
parts. Yeah,
And
that
then
was a good
he made
movie.
Boys in the Hood shit after that.
Boys in the Hood was
Boys in
good.
the before that. That was 1990. Yeah.
Boys in the Hood was good too.
That was a classic.
Ricky,
Right around there, huh?
yeah.
Cuban Jr.
Well,
bro.
South Central was 92.
So I used that move that he did when he came in. He was all
The
upset.
Juice came out.
Juice came out.
Juice.
Another good one.
That's
That
what
joke was
really
no joke.
that really turned my eye to DJing when Q was
Yeah.
Yeah, that really-
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
Juice
He
is-
had those cut fades.
house party.
Oh, Martin.
Friday,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course. Friday,
Friday's
of
a
course.
good
one.
Friday,
Yeah.
of course.
Believe it or not, it is a hood movie.
Yeah, it's a hood classic.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially the first one. The
Yeah,
first one for sure.
exactly.
For sure.
Standard of the hood, but it's still the hood because you know it depends on how you look at life. You know, things are gonna happen to you in life, but one thing about the movies in the 90s is that they would show you how you could either deal with it or you could join it.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers, when you saw Friday, they was dealing with it in their own way. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know, I'm about to go. They was having a good time because I hung out in many hoods where it was just like that.
Right.
But then, of course, you had the stupid shit that was happening. Niggas getting shot. A lot of my friends died. Shit. People got shot. There's a lot. But you deal with that the way you deal with it. But it was more or less for people that don't be in the hood all the time.
Yeah.
It's not always dark.
Yeah.
It
It's
isn't.
not always fucked up.
Yeah.
It's mostly a good ass time.
Q was
Good
definitely a
food,
genius for that.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
jokes.
For showing, like, the good parts of the
You
hood.
think we funny? Niggas I hung out with was funnier than me.
Way
Yeah.
funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Way
I'd be like,
funnier,
nigga,
yeah.
I can't stop laughing. I'm trying to shoot basketball.
Yeah.
You make me laugh too much. It was like White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, that's
That
my
kind of shit,
movie.
bro.
That's my favorite
Classic.
movie. That's like my favorite movie of all time, bro. I'm not even talking about it. I'm not even talking about it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna give it a chance.
I seen it.
I looked at it the same way. I know how you feeling. I know how you feeling.
I seen it.
But they actually did it in their own way, today's way, the millennial hip hop kind of way. It didn't go with the same story. It went same story, but it went more of what would happen today if that happened.
I'm gonna check it out.
You feel what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Because me and white girl watching. I made her watch the old one because she probably watching no motherfucking movie. Like my father's fucking white. I don't watch this shit. Yeah. But she watched it. So she had to watch I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. You remember that movie?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
And that was she would have watched that shit with a white dude in a black movie theater. I was like, what? That was back in the day. I was like, you go, girl.
That's a classic, man.
But that's the kind of movie that if you pay attention to it, there's always, and that's one thing I like about not only black shows, but interracial shows. There's always a fucking message if you listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Watch it. Because, bro, whenever I see white people and black people get together and they do stuff together, it makes me feel good because I'm half black, half white.
Yeah.
So I always had to deal with both sides. Like I could be racist if I want to, or I could be raced on if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man, so you gonna just talk to me like I'm a nigga? I guess I am a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt both sides of the aisle. So when I see these kind of shows that have two people in it, it makes you feel good about it.
Right.
So I promote it. Watch White Man Can't Jump. It's good. Jack Harlow, I didn't think he was who he was. He funny as fuck, bro. Watch that shit.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I mean, I'm not gonna totally sleep on it.
You're gonna have a good laugh. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time for you. And the brother in it is good. And he's also in a new movie, a horror movie, where they actually do like black horror jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, niggas ain't supposed to be in a horror movie. Yeah. It's a new movie. I forgot what the name of it's called, but he's the same black dude in that movie is in that movie, and he's great.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's a great watch, bro.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Good time.
Yeah.
It's a black horror movie, just came out.
Okay, dope.
So we're running short on time.
Go ahead.
To the 2000s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
So this is where things started to fall apart. But so I want to start with I didn't really watch too much TV because I was out trying to get pussy.
I can tell you what pops out to me. Like,
I was already out, bro. I was out in the streets.
When I think about the early 2000s, the first thing that pops out to me was not even that, bro. Not even that, nigga. It was all this fucking dancing. Crank this, walk it out. It was so much shit going on as far as lean with it, rock with it. Drumline came out. Atlanta was popping big time in the early 2000s. Like all this fucking DJ Unk and Lil Don and the East Side Boys and Young Bloods. They had all fucking the franchise boys. They had all these dances, bro. Yeah, lean with it, rock with it. You had to walk it out. You had fucking who was it? Laffy Taffy. All this shit was out. That's what I think. Like all that Soulja Boy and that's what I think about. Like all the music that came with the hip hop that transitioned to the big clothes era, the You Got Served era, where it's like FUBU, Fat Farm, Jabos, you know what I'm saying? Sean John, Mark Echo. Like it was a bunch of that shit.
I was wearing a size like a 6X shirt.
What? I'm talking about the double T though. The double T with the wristband. Nigga, let me tell you. Remember the beats with your your ethnicity, like the Puerto Rican beats with the Jamaican beats. Remember those? Oh my god, nigga, how you know I'm Puerto Rican? Like nigga, you red, white, and blue, nigga.
You got a Italian motherfucking thing on your show.
The girls with the Chinese slippers.
Bro, and you know what's fucked up is
the Melissas
joints. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I hated them shits.
The see-through joints.
Yeah, I remember.
Man, get the fuck up out of here.
90s hip hop today in the club.
Yep.
And you know what's fucking funny is that it's come to where I'm not sure if the people that are in the club, the young motherfucking cats, they grew up on it because their parents was listening to it, but they still, it was all a dream. I'm like, yo, man, classics are classics, bro. Yeah. When it comes to music, I think music is the only thing that really crosses over because I think I could play Hypnotize in Japan. And they'd be like, it was all a dream. You know, I'm sorry. It was all a dream. You know what I'm saying? They are fucking, that music, I think, is like numbers. It's the only thing that explains across the board. You feel me? Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers caught up on the Chinese eyes.
Oh shit!
Back to the music.
I don't know what Japanese
we're talking about the early 2000s. Like we got to talk about 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent dominated, bro. From 2003
he probably had the greatest come out like ever of all time.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. That doesn't count.
That nigga look like a beef patty.
Hurry up!
When that Mini Man came out,
Mini Man, what?
Get Rich or Die Trying is such a timeless album.
That
it's like
no skips.
Whatever 50 did when he came out, bro, he did it right. You know what I'm saying?
No
because
skips.
I was a Ja Rule fan before 50 came out.
And
once he came out, like I didn't want to fuck with Murder Inc. anymore.
He buried Ja Rule.
He did, bro.
Damn, he's still burying Ja Rule.
Still.
Damn, bro.
Every time Ja Rule resurfaces, he get him with the up.
What he did? What he did?
That was Floyd Mayweather. That was Floyd.
That was Floyd who bought out the first 2 rows. No, that was 50, nigga.
That was 50. My bad.
He bought out the first 2 rows.
He did to Floyd too, but yeah, my bad. You're right.
And kept him empty.
He did. He's strong as fuck for that.
But you gotta admit, bro, like the pre-50 era, Ja Rule was the shit too.
Ja Rule was the shit. I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Man,
I'm not taking nothing.
Let me tell you, I'm a DJ.
I'm not taking nothing away from Ja.
I play Ja shit.
I love living it up.
He got hits.
Down for you.
Yeah. He got hits, but he could never do a versus against 50.
No,
ever.
Not even close.
Nah.
But you know what,
y'all
skipped over even though I'm gonna digress a little bit. The KRS-Ones of the world and them motherfuckers that really aren't famous in the white man society.
We're talking about hip hop community. They're the gods.
They are famous in the hip KRS-One. And you know what I give credit to is Q-Tip.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They are now doing more.
My nigga Busta Rhymes
and break beats. Like you would, what the fuck? And Europe will have a 50,000 people crew venue, and you all of a sudden you hear I'm on pipe for it, and you'll hear them crackers go, I'm on time for it all the time, and I'm like, how do these motherfucking kids know this shit? Yeah. It's because they're still relevant.
Yeah.
Q-Tip, even though homeboy died, his boy
Five Dog,
yeah,
he died. Q-Tip still, bro. The remixes of Busta Rhymes and Q-Tip and KRS-One.
It's a scenario.
It's the sound of the police.
The 90s,
Come on,
the
man.
90s was definitely
that's an era.
Last era.
You know what I think the 90s are? The 90s are more of the remix era. I see people today, jungles, breakbeats, and I'm not talking just white people music. I'm
sampling,
talking about everybody, even hip hop stars are sampling the 90s more than any other that I've ever seen.
I want to touch up on that too,
and the Isley Brothers.
BonafYde said it earlier, right? How a lot of the hip hop songs back in the 80s, they were garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of artists from the 80s back in the day that are embarrassed of the shit that they put out back then. And I feel like
and what you were in a picture.
Exactly. So for me, I feel like in my personal opinion, I feel like the 90s for hip hop, it was their aha moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's when they started to figure out the sound. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still being duplicated today, bro. Like even the music I make, it has that real dark, gritty New York sound. You know what I'm saying? Like that style is never gonna go away.
That was a lot for me. I listened to a lot of music. That was the last era of like real music. Everything else from there for me was
even
just like
you think about even love songs, bro. Even when you have the 80s and 90s rock bands that some love. You just look at a rock band today, and if they sing a love song, they're getting denied, bro. They're like, "What are you doing, bro?" But the 80s and 90s allowed you. It's almost like the 70s. It allowed you to be free with music, like how the movies were, with everybody saying and being who they were. Music in the 90s and 80s allowed you to go, I'm gonna sing this love song, and then after this, I'm gonna sing this fucking other song, whether it's hip hop.
That's real.
Look at LL Cool J when he went, I need love. You motherfucker do that today, a nigga will go, what the fuck is this nigga talking about love for? Nigga talk about shooting and gat. And
everybody trying to bury their feelings with drugs.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Drinking syrup and shit.
Yeah, everybody burying their feelings with drugs.
They just lost that. So you think about Bruno Mars. He's the only person that really is a 70s soul that has transversed music to where you go, oh shit, I forgot that. We could actually listen to a love song or a good R&B song.
Such a dope artist, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's doing that now?
But he's one of the only niggas. I'm gonna tell you this right now though, but it's so much harder. I mean, the music is there. It's there.
Yeah.
It's just commercially, it's not being pushed to where it's supposed to be. Bruno Mars, he's so popular, he has a platform to fuck up and do that. Like if
I'm going back.
If I'm gonna go back, or I'm at the height of my popularity, I'm gonna do it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. Out of the average that we're running short. Out of the average we discussed, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite? I'm gonna start with you, BonafYde. Which one's your favorite ever?
My favorite ever?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm torn. I'm torn between the 80s and the 90s. For a couple reasons. I love the 90s for what it did for hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and fashion for sure. But the 80s, as far as like the 80s taught me like discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like what artists went through to produce their art. I think it was more of a from what I see, like I watch a lot of Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? He was very articulate and careful about everything he did. Like all his videos were like small music, like small. They were not just like movies. They were musicals. Michael Jackson's videos were musicals. Thriller was a musical. Smooth Criminal was a musical. You know what I'm saying? So like for someone to go that far, to even reach in his own pocket to do that, and like Mike is one of those people, like he really gave back to his culture. Like Mike went back to the hood. Like he used to go learn these dances from kids. And he would openly express that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what I loved about the 80s. It's just like the individuality. Like when you look at somebody, they were like that was that person. Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. Prince was Prince. Rick James was Rick James. It was like all these characters. It was like sometimes it was aloof a little bit, but it's like,
but you know what? That's what makes
the bravery to do that. And it's like this nigga could look weird as fuck.
They run away from that. Whatever doesn't make him famous, they run away
this
from
nigga
it.
Prince can look. Y'all, people can say whatever they want to say about Prince. This nigga get on the stage and take your bitch, and he will sing his ass off and perform his ass off.
Yo, dude,
and he'll play and not only that, he'll play every fucking instrument on the stage by himself.
That's true. It's true.
Let's
right.
let's talk about it. But that's what I'm saying. The 80s was just like,
you know what? No matter what I say, like I was cracking on Michael Jackson.
On you now?
No, I was just joining in on talking about whatever I cracked on Michael Jackson about his. Because a lot of times, I don't know if you felt this, because as a DJ,
I
play Michael Jackson. Sometimes you get that, no, you can't play Michael Jackson here, you know.
That's only
okay.
Now, though.
Listen, Michael Jackson's music, when artists, this is how I feel about music and anything that people do that's art. When you release that shit, it no longer belongs to you.
True.
It belongs to me.
Yep.
It remembers when I hear Thriller or I'm not thinking about Michael Jackson touching boys. I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm thinking about what I was doing when I had my zipper jacket and my red jacket. I used to rub Vaseline on to make it shiny because it was Michael Jackson jacket. Because, you know, he had a Jerry curl, so he would just drip on it and make it shiny. I didn't have a Jerry curl. I had to rub Vaseline on it to make it shiny.
Yeah.
I still was like, what's up? So it belonged to me. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't belong to him. Right. It's not about him anymore. The music belongs to everybody.
Right.
That's one thing a lot of people get famous and they forget that. It's not about you, bro. It's about what you put out, and then it belongs to the world.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what I always felt about Michael Jackson.
That's true.
Prince. I don't look at Prince as being, hey, whatever he is. I don't care about all that, bro.
He transcended that.
I don't care. You know what? Kids. That's all I care about, because I remember when I first heard that song.
So which era was your favorite then? 80s?
I ain't gonna lie to you. When it comes to music,
no, just in general.
In general, I have to say the 90s into 2000. I'm a crossover because the 90s, I was free as fuck. I was wild as fuck. I was working at Club Boca and I was crazy, nigga. And music was, it would depend on if I busted out on the dance floor, if I took a bitch home and busted it. Music was beautiful, okay? Because when booty music came out, forget about it, nigga. I was humping on holes. Like I wore condoms to the club to make sure I didn't stain up my shirt on my fucking jeans and take it off and say, nigga, we was getting in, okay? Okay, so
hey, wearing the condom on soft is crazy.
When I crossed over to 2000, the reason why I crossed is because that's when music changed a little bit for me, because I met white girl, we was in love and we was doing shit like that. We was going to it was more EDM, breakbeats. My music changed where I was no longer listening to radio.
Yeah.
I would listen to radio to listen to like jokes. Serious radio and shit. I wasn't listening to music as much. I was more listening to the underground.
Jam Pony, man.
Jam Pony, give it up, bro.
Jam Pony.
Many nuts of Jam Pony.
Jam Pony.
Sticky the icky, baby.
Sticky that icky.
My leg and shit.
So the 90s into the 2000s. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 90s,
80s.
80s, 90s.
So where you at, Kumo?
Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead and put my foot down, y'all boys. I definitely gotta say the 90s.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you gotta go.
Exactly, because it's like
90s, baby.
Anybody who knows me personally could tell you that a big part of me is stuck in the 90s.
You look like it. I'm even gonna cap.
I don't know if you meant that as an insult, but
no, I'm just saying. No, you do, dog. You do.
A big part of me is stuck in the 90s, and I'm totally okay with that. You understand what I'm saying? Like you could walk into my house, you're gonna see the TVs playing shows from back then, Family Matters, Different Worlds. You know what I'm saying? The music I listen to whenever I'm in my car, A Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Aaliyah. And dare I say it, R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you can't do that to Aaliyah. Don't bring Aaliyah.
I'm not coinciding the two. I'm just saying, like, music-wise. You know what I mean?
I mean, you couldn't help that.
But yeah, man, I gotta say the 90s because to me, bro, it's like, you know, I was 4 years old when the 90s came into play. You know, 1990, I was 4 to 13. You know what I'm saying? 4 to 13 or 14. And I feel like to me, the 90s feels like home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we took more pleasure in the simple things. It's not money driven like it is today. But that's just me.
Yeah, more artists. You're right. You're right. I feel that.
Yeah.
Because the internet came after that, and that's when everything changed.
Dial-up internet?
That's when Justin Bieber and all that shit came out, and the Britney Spears and all, and it's like everything transformed into internet is the way to go. So yeah, you're right. The 90s definitely is a staple.
For sure.
You know, that's why I feel they've been sampled more than any other genre, besides the 70s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What about you, Jay?
All right, man. So I'm torn, right? Because I love the style. I love the music of the 70s.
I feel you. Yeah.
Funk.
Even the cars, dog. Like
what?
Man,
come on, man.
Fucking Cutlass.
Oh no, the Cutlass. Don't get me started, dog.
The way they dress, it's a class that they had too, bro. Like
Yeah.
if they was cursing you out, it was with class.
You still didn't get insulted by it. You like,
you know what I'm saying?
Smooth.
Right.
Hey, nigga, you know you late on that check you on.
Just everything was just so
bitch, you got my
smooth,
money.
and
No, I will slap you.
the music, it wasn't just a song. It was like
the long nail on the pinky finger.
What?
That's
the music. It was epic. The music was epic. You know what I'm saying?
When did Bob Marley come out? The 70s?
70s.
Yeah, you're right. Because you know
James
what?
Brown
Still playing that
70s.
Soul.
The most sampled motherfucker ever.
Damn, he still was touring when he was dead.
Him and the fucking Isley Brothers.
You can't get better than
Come
the
on,
70s
bro.
when it comes
Come
to
on,
music,
bro.
Man. That's true.
Stop playing
You
with
know
me.
what I'm saying?
That's how Vanilla Ice got famous. He took that Isley Brothers.
Isley Brothers?
Yeah, Isley Brothers, bro.
They were the first one to do that?
They was the first one to do that, and then Queen did it, and then fucking Vanilla
shit.
Ice did that shit.
You
But
see what
Queen
I'm
actually
saying?
paid for the rights on it. But you know, Humber went do. He said, "Motherfucker, you stole that shit. Don't try to whiten this shit up, nigga." You know how white people are in court. Come on, Your Honor, I'm white. I'm right. Nah, nigga, you wrong as fuck.
So even though the 70s had my favorite music, my favorite style, I can't say it's my favorite time because I wasn't living at all during then.
80s.
You know, I was a youngin in the 80s.
Right on.
So you good,
You know what
fam?
I'm saying? And everything after the 2000s was, you know.
Yeah.
So the 90s, like you said,
Prime time?
that's prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That was a fun era too, because you know what? Hip hop wasn't always angry.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the 90s, it got a little angry with Tupac and Biggie Smalls and shit. But at the beginning, it was all
it brought people together, man. Because when
was
I
all
was
happy hip hop. Think about it.
In the 90s, I was in New York.
Jay,
I was in New York. We used to do block parties, bro. Like,
Yeah.
used to go outside. Like everybody just go outside. Just go outside. You play your rap. You play your Biggie. You play your who's that Spanish dude?
Big
Spanish
Pun?
rap. Big Pun.
Oh, Big Pun.
Yeah.
Big
Play your
Pun.
salsa.
I said that shit last night, bro.
You know what I'm
It's funny because all this music, I'm still, and I'm not gonna say I'm like the one DJ that you have to listen to, but honestly, bro, I play everywhere. Hard rock, white people parties, black people parties, Mexican people. I play every kind of party you could think about. In the last year, I probably played more than anybody else has ever played.
It's true. It's
So I know for a fact that when I play Big Pun, I'm not a player, but I crush it. I play all that shit, and everybody, no matter what 90s song I drop, jams out. 90s is the one generation that has.
Yes.
It's a staple, and
the golden era of hip hop.
That's the best era. Period.
Not even just hip hop, music.
Everything.
Period.
Yeah.
Because you got the rock 80s bands, Living on a Prayer. I could live on a prayer right now, and even if I played at a black people party, they'd be like, "Living on it." It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
90s music is the one. So I agree with you, bro.
That's
it.
Sure.
You can't play Britney Spears. I can't play that at no motherfucking black wedding. They'd be like, "What the fuck are you playing right now?" Nigga, I told you to play some Sean Paul. You playing Britney Spears. You see what I'm saying?
That's
but
a
if I
fact.
play Temperature,
Yeah.
white, black, Puerto Rican, whatever it's called. Oh, shawty, the way they talk, don't I want to be keeping. They start singing it, bro. I'm like, I'm proof that is
all right. So I must have seen this motherfucker for my first experience as a DJ. All right. I'm gonna tell this story real quick.
Story you about to drop out, bro. Don't put no bones on the table.
No, it wasn't really you. But when you say you busted in your pants, nigga, hold up. That just brought back a memory.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
Pause, nigga. I know what y'all thinking. But look, my first experience as a DJ, right? I was DJing with this guy. This is 98, 90.
Nigga, your chair got further and further.
No,
Your chair got further and further.
It was like 98. It was like 98. So this is what happened, right? I helped him carry his records in, his coffin, set everything up. And this was for a college, right? My very first experience. And he starts playing, you know, warm up music. All right, people coming in. And he starts getting live, right? And you see bitches dancing. Okay, and then you see niggas jumping behind them. Okay. I'll never forget this moment as long as I live. I'm there right next to the DJ. He's there. He's doing his thing.
Right.
And I'm just doing this, right? Just doing this. And I turn around, I see this motherfucker going like this. I'm like, yo, he's not even on beat. Anyway.
He's not even on beat.
And then I'm looking at him because he's looking more and more suspicious. I'm like, wait, this nigga ain't dancing. And then you see in this motherfucker's eyes roll in the back of his head.
I'll probably do that, nigga. Who is
and then he grabbed, and then he just grabbed his pants and walked off. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Hell yeah, nigga.
That was you, nigga.
That was OG nigga right there. He's like, fuck that. Hey, that's the safest sex you could ever have.
But real quick, man. Do I
Kumo,
have time to take questions?
Yeah,
let's take some questions, man.
So, being that I don't see any questions in the chat, you know, I was able to scroll up and everything.
Oh
Ask some
shit!
questions here.
They just said what?
She asked a question.
Oh, she said what to the story? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Hell yeah. You know, bitches was busting nuts too. They was like, I can see him concentrating.
All right, so let me ask this
Getting my
question.
leg wet.
Go ahead, fam.
So, if you could go back in time to your favorite era, what would you take time to experience?
Ooh.
I'm gonna swing that over to Valentine.
I would have slowed that song down so I could enjoy it a little bit more. They didn't play R&B in the clubs. I'll tell you that right now.
Is that your final
That's because
answer?
niggas be like,
Well, we walked right into that one. Goddamn 47.
yeah, I guess that'd be my answer. Fuck it. Move on.
Okay.
How about you?
Motherfucker
Bonafide.
Same question?
Yeah.
Shit. I can take time and go back and experience. Let me think about that, man. I ain't gonna lie. If I could, I would have loved to see that fucking moonwalk happen right in front of me on the TV.
Nah, I did that. That was a good time.
I would have loved to see it. That Motown 25.
In person?
That was amazing.
To see it live?
Either that or just be around a bunch of people just sitting in the front of the TV like this. Because you know that's what happened. Everybody in their house was watching that Motown show.
Silent.
And then when that happened, everybody ran outside.
That's because you got
Everybody
dancer.
went outside.
You got dancer in your blood, bro.
Yeah.
You know, everybody got up.
I would have loved to see that Motown 25 show, dog.
I got it. You know, because we all did that shit.
I'm a sucker for that shit. I would have loved to see that Motown
that
25
was a
show.
good time.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna swing that question to me. My answer for sure, I definitely want to go ahead and take part in the 80s. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but you know, the fashion sense back then, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas had a boombox to match their outfit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
That's just kind of fly though.
I would love to do some shit.
That's just fresh.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
I can see that coming.
Depends on
The
what park
Dookie
you
chains,
wanna go
remember those?
play.
Yeah,
The
the gold
Dookie
rope
chains.
chains.
The gold, yeah.
Yeah, man.
The big rings.
Yeah,
Bro, I remember stealing. When we went to the PX when I was living on base. We stole some Adidas.
Shell toes.
We all had Adidas on. We went
Shell
to the
toes?
park. We all was playing at the park, right? We all rolled up. It was 4 of my niggas. We walked up and we put the boombox on the thing, and we put and we came out with my Adidas. He was like, "Y'all stole that shit, nigga. Don't be acting like y'all hit it." I was like, "Yeah, nigga, but I got him." That's funny. You said boombox with that shit.
My
What you
nigga,
think about that shit?
my nigga Radio Raheem.
Oh,
I'll go back to the 70s, man.
Or I'll just be in the. I
I'll
would
go back. I would-
love to be in fucking Coming to America.
Coming to America.
I would love to be in that fucking movie, nigga.
Prince Hakeem vibes. It's a Buddha.
Nah, nigga, that fucking Soul Glow. Let your soul. Hey, you get up. The spots on the couch, Jay.
Hey, but real quick, let Jay answer the question. Go
That's
ahead.
just crazy.
Let it shine through.
McDowell's, nigga,
If
not
I could go
McDonald's.
back- You know what I would want to do? I would want to take $1,000 of today's money back to the 70s.
Damn, then it'd be
That's easy, like
$2,000.
6 figures.
Huh?
That's like 6 figures.
Yeah, it'd be like $8
That was a
million.
lot of money.
A loaf of bread was like 10 cents.
Yeah, that's true.
I would just want to live in the 70s.
With today's
My
money,
my pimp car, just today's money. It's $1,000 of today's money back in the day.
Well, rent was like
Ooh.
$20.
Yes.
Imagine that, bro.
Girl, don't worry about it. I got that burger, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get fries too. What the fuck wrong with you?
Oh, bitch. You get a Happy Meal
Keep
if you
change, baby.
You get
Keep
condiments,
change.
you know what I'm saying? You get a little salt and pepper on the side. You
Yeah,
get
that's
more
a
than
good
one
era.
soda.
I rent out yachts or buy a fucking
I
yacht.
think you gonna get a fucking speedboat.
I buy a boat. I rent
Little-
out. I rent out.
little
a-
paddle boat.
I rent some out.
A canoe,
won't rent-
nigga.
No, you don't rent no jet ski, nigga.
I'll get a
No.
fucking canoe.
Or you, fucking,
And there's no other questions.
you lucky I'm over that shit.
inside, nigga. That's the inside.
Anybody got any other questions? Oh man.
See this?
Nah, he was on cocaine.
The thing is, there's so much to go through
Yeah.
Yeah.
for each
no,
era,
you're right.
and
MC
you know,
Hammer was
this
one,
is a
He was the
hour
90s,
show,
right?
You really got to bear with
Yeah.
us because we only had like an hour and
Yeah, it's
change
only
to go
an
over
hour,
40 years.
and it's a
You know what I'm saying?
lot
Like,
of
I mean,
shit. We're
There's
gonna
only so much we could talk about.
Yeah,
But you know what MC Hammer represents to be is the
Oh yeah, Deja, I
it's the
remember those.
wastefulness of what you could do when you're a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got your entourage of 30 niggas coming up. And do you need all that, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for him. He makes me go, he could have been so bigger than what he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was
He
really
really
good.
was on his way.
He
man.
was energy was amazing.
Who's that?
MC
MC
Hammer.
Hammer, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His
yeah.
energy was amazing, but his way of thinking wasn't correct.
He was just too hood.
motherfucker.
He was just too hood.
And you know, he was thinking about his boys. more than he was
Honestly,
thinking about his-
that shit was
He was
no
spending too
bullshit.
much
That should have
money.
worked now.
Nowadays,
That should have worked now. MC Hammer will work right now.
Yeah.
That's the Migos.
Offset, yeah, yeah,
Offset that niggas.
yeah,
You
So
know,
I got a
it's
question
future.
from your baby sister Deja.
yeah.
She asked, "Do y'all remember the big, thick ass game manuals that were in Walmart?"
Hell yeah, they used to have the demos in them. I used to steal them shits. I used to steal them. I did. I used to steal them, and then like you know, it's crazy. I would steal the demos, and I wouldn't have the system
Then why'd you take them?
because I felt like I could. Because I felt like I could get away with it. Nigga, like sometimes you just wanted to steal.
No,
You
I
were
ain't gonna lie,
bored.
I was a klepto back then.
I just wanted to steal. I was bored. You know what I'm saying? Right over
easy to
there,
get away with
right over there by the Hallmark cards. You know, but you know what I used to do? Let me tell you what I used to do, Jay. Those gamer, those big ass game manuals. What I used to do, I used to take a piece of paper. I don't know if you used to do this, Deja. I used to take a piece of paper and write down all the cheat codes and take the paper home. Yeah, I used.
In the 90s, I was still.
I didn't even have the games for the cheat codes.
I was doing corporate stealing. Though. I was doing more like you know, I ain't gonna confess to nothing.
Yeah, don't confess.
But the 90s was
ain't
definitely
doing
a
all that.
robbing
We ain't
era
doing
because
that.
there was no cameras. I never heard nobody though. They was always playing. Robberies and shit was playing. A lot of car fires and shit.
Oh my god.
So listen, you know, like Kumo said, we only had an hour to cover,
Yeah,
so
man.
we
So
didn't even get
much.
to really technology, flip phones, and
Wrestling.
we didn't get into a lot of shit.
There was so much more I wanted.
There was
Yeah.
a lot that we're gonna touch upon. We didn't
Yeah.
get to that controller. You go ahead, touch the controller, man. Show them the controller.
Hey, this
Unravel it.
it gives me calluses. like, bro. I used to play Killer Instinct, dog, and this used to hurt my fucking hand. Killer Instinct, my boy. This used to hurt my hands, dog.
Man.
Show it to the people. Show it to the people.
Let me show it to y'all little raggedy ass.
Y'all millennials, that's a controller.
This is a goddamn. Look
Got
how
a cord on it.
bro. Look how big. Look.
Got a
You
cord on
could
it.
only go this far from the TV.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Let me hold that bad boy right
Hey,
there.
bro.
What I used to do, I used to act like I used to tell my little brothers they can play first controller, but that shit was not plugged in.
You too?
Hell yeah, nigga.
I used to do that shit to people all the time.
Oh yeah, nigga, we playing 2 players.
Bad cord on it.
Yeah, nigga, the money you have to.
Your shit ain't working. You lying, bro. You just sorry.
You lying, nigga.
Nah, but listen, let me tell you, bro. Like,
Mario Kart, nigga, give it up.
holding this
Bro,
controller,
bro.
fam, like this was actually my first game console that I ever owned, the Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you I cried real tears playing Street Fighter 2, them bosses were hard as fuck.
Yep.
You understand? Like real gamers know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nigga, if you play video games and you were like us, you used to cry when you couldn't beat certain niggas
Oh my
or
God,
pass certain levels.
I'm telling you, video games in the 80s and the 90s, bro. It's
Don't
like,
laugh,
you
man.
had
And most times you couldn't even save it.
Nah,
So if you
no.
turned it off,
You're
No,
done.
you're done. You
You're
gotta
done.
start from the
I was
beginning.
You gotta
that
start
nigga
from
that niggas
zero.
hate because I talk shit, nigga. I be like, "What's up, nigga? You drive your mama to the? You can't even." I was crying. Niggas used to want to. I almost got in a fight with my boy TC, and I called him right now on the phone. He tried to come out of the center bar the other night. That nigga got mad at me so bad he wanted to fight me in my own house. I was like, "We were gonna fight over this game, nigga." Because Mario Kart, I was a nigga. I was
I own that
used to
game
do
too.
big shit because you could fuck shit up.
Hit a
and
nigga with a
beat the game,
banana?
You know what I'm saying? That's like, look at you with your bitch ass. Nigga, that's why you can't drive, nigga. You drive that little and bro. Just say one more thing. Nigga. Like, sit down, nigga. Calm down, nigga. It's a video game.
I would have hated to play you back then.
What?
Hey, bro.
we
I
would've
used to be-
fought.
Hey, you
I
ever
was that
got
nigga,
okay?
bro.
Okay. We talked about the fucking video games and losing and shit and crying, right? Nigga, I used to cry so hard. I had like that slave cry where you just you couldn't get it out. That was me, nigga. Like my mom, bro. 'Cause, like I don't know if y'all had that curfew when you could play the game to a certain hour, and if that bitch wasn't off, that was your ass.
Yeah.
So like my mom used to come in, like I used to have a little fort, right? I'm in that bitch crying, like she used me the hallway, boo hoo. My mom would turn that light on, boot kick my ass. And my mom, what my mom used to do is she would torture me. She would leave the system and the games, but take the controllers. So I'll turn the shit on and imagine that I'm playing the shit.
Evil.
Mom, you wrong for that.
That'll make me think about this shit that I'm like, damn, I should have turned it off at 11:02.
Oh, you know what I'll be doing right now?
Yeah. Nigga, look, I know how to pass it now. I got the strength to pass it
You
now.
gotta see the game. You gotta see the words.
I was like, yeah, Diddy Kong, I got your ass next time, nigga.
And I don't know if y'all remember too, like Jay even said it. Like back then, you couldn't really save games like that. You know what I'm saying? So you were taking a real chance.
No memory cards.
Whenever exactly. So whenever your games didn't load correctly, you would take the cartridge and you would blow in that motherfucker.
Oh, nigga.
If you blowed it too hard, you would lose all your records.
Especially if your breath hot, nigga. You're gonna fry that motherfucker. Your breath hot, that shit's getting fried.
Hey, I remember Atari.
I remember
Atari?
I never had a
The
Atari.
game in there, there was
My big brother
two
had it.
controls with the little knob and the red button.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's all you had.
Hey, nigga, remember when? Hey,
I
nigga.
remember it. I don't think I had it though.
Nigga.
No,
I played it,
that's
for real.
My big brother had it.
80s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, when them analog sticks came out, nigga, that fucking that motion right there, nigga, had a nigga stressed out.
Oh, I had to get a
I have burns in my hands from fucking doing this
Yeah.
with the analog stick, nigga. My mom was like, bro, why is that game so hard on you? Bro, I swear to God, dog. That game, if I could fuck my 64, I would have. I was that much into it.
You got any more questions?
Now we don't got any more questions. Damn, I be fucking me up with that shit. Nah,
Do we have time for that though?
Oh,
so I want to ask one.
Okay.
I want to ask one.
don't ask that one.
Can I ask one?
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
All right. So, which era had the baddest bitches? Baddest women.
Era in the 90s.
Hard, man.
The 90s.
Bad bitches.
I'm gonna go with the 90s.
Farrah Fawcett in them
The
hoes.
90s, man.
Farrah Fawcett was.
Farrah Fawcett.
But the 90s.
That's
80s.
easy. The 90s. That's
The
easy.
90s.
That's a wash.
The 90s.
You had Nia Long. You had Left Eye.
And I think also think the 90s, like women were more into like they had more control of what and who they could be. It wasn't like the 80s and the 70s when like they were controlled by society and men. They had more freedom to just kind of just blossom and think for themselves. So that's why I liked it. Like they'll tell you no. I'm like, I like that type of shit. Tell me no, motherfucker.
Right.
What you talking
Stand up for yourself, goddammit.
Yeah. Well, actresses, I don't know, man.
Now the 2000s. You talking about them chicken heads?
Nah,
I ain't
that's
talking
not
about
the
them.
same, though. It's not
That's
the
some
same.
groupies, boy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have fucked the hell out of Britney Spears. So I'd have busted.
She was fine.
Baby. I was like, yeah.
Back then when she came out in '98, she was very pretty.
she was hot as fuck. She's still hot today. She's just a little crazy. I mean, but I fuck a lot of crazy hoes.
She aged though. You could see it.
They got good pussy. I know.
She look like a hash brown.
Crazy bitches. That's the reason why they crazy, nigga.
That boy K Fed getting alimony.
I think that's it, bro.
I think that's it.
We're wilding on
way
this
over time.
We just talking. We like in the living room, bro. We just hanging out.
Nah, we need. Hey, no, honestly, like for real, we needed this one because we've been talking about a lot of heavy shit, boy.
A lot of heavy shit.
This one is a good one because we needed to talk shit for a change. Goddamn.
We as the brothers, we want to thank y'all for real for coming through and showing support. Make sure. Oh, what's the plug, man?
All them night owls out there that's watching
that shit because I know we all sharing and caring and doing our thing, but you know, we apologize for June. We came into July. We'll catch up on that.
A nigga got sick.
Thing.
Yeah,
this nigga.
I had to fucking. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you. No, you know what? I got sick.
About it.
Nigga got sick. You feel me?
Yeah. He's got in some deep pussy. Caught him up a little bit, but it's anyway. But hey, always remember, bro, we are here for everybody. We do this not just for us because we talk a lot together. We do our thing, and this is why we shared it. This is why we made this for the platform of everybody to talk, especially men. Men have a problem where unless they know you, they can't be real and can't be honest and can't be a little bit. How can I say? A little bit
vulnerable.
Uncautious, like let yourself be free. And this is what this platform was for because we got some thugs here, bro. We are thug ass niggas as well as we are gentle and kind ass men. And it's hard to talk to people that you don't know that are like you. We're just like you, bro. And that's why we say, man, tune in, watch us on Facebook, Instagram, click it in, get a reminder. We do reminders now. I'm not technically.
Oh yeah, we remind y'all last.
These motherfuckers have brought it up to another level to where you could tap on it and we'll remind you that hey, we're about to go on. Join us, bro. Share with your friends, share with everybody. Help us out. Help us help you. You feel what I'm saying to you? Because without y'all, we wouldn't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So please tune in. I don't know what the next show we do. We try to do it once a month, every month to be consistent. It takes a lot for us to do this. So if you all share with us and join and do things, we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Look at us, brother. We appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? So please tune in and share with a friend.
And you can find us pretty much across all the platforms. AMNGSTBRUTHAZ. That's on Facebook. That's on IG.
That's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. It's
Twitter,
YouTube,
Elemental
everywhere.
PQRS.
And the way
all that shit too, bro.
The way he spelled it, even though it's spelled a funky way, we spelled it that way for a reason. It's still amongst brothers. You say it like that, amongst brothers. Don't try to sound it out because you're gonna sound stupid. Don't
amongst brothers.
Amongst brothers, you know what I'm saying?
One of the reasons why we spell it like this is because brothers don't mean like NAACP.
Brothers.
I'm gonna go back to that quote from the 70s from Jeff Bridges. That's who the cracker was. He said, "Niggas ain't always colored people."
I forgot what we were talking about.
Brothers ain't always brothers. We brothers, meaning all men come together, and all you man, girls. What
you say last time? Female man.
The female
you
man.
brothers too.
The female man.
That's a classic line, bro.
I'll
put that on a t-shirt. I gotta get that t-shirt, man. That shit was classic. But it's amongst all brothers. So tune in, stay in, get in, bro.
And we out. We out. On that note, we out.
Please don't say that shit again, bro.